Why?
It's doubled up because I didn't mute Cuddly's stream. Oh my god. There we go.
Why would you blow out everyone's eardrums like that, Cuddly?
I mean,
like, hey, Cuddly.
Oh, hey.
That's
hello,
all I heard. That's all I
Franz.
heard. Yup.
How are we all doing out there in
That
the
didn't
internet?
Welcome to New Cam, New Me.
welcome to the internet.
Oh, wait. Did I actually
Wait,
switch
are we
my
on the
screen?
internet?
I did.
I didn't know that. Are we actually on the internet? What the hell?
Apparently, yeah.
Fuck, are you serious? I'm
But we
never gonna get a job
can't
now.
say that because that's Talks Machina stuff. We can't.
So we can't talk about being on the internet.
No, well, it's in the show Talks Machina. They always started by saying, "Are we on the internet?"
Oh, I never watched Talks
I'm
Machina.
gonna steal
So
that
you're
now.
telling me I've accidentally stepped on a big mega streamer's toes and I'm gonna get in trouble?
Someone clip this and
That
send it to
none
me.
of us are actually aware about, except for Josie.
I am.
Once again,
Sorry,
Nathia,
my-
I am begging you to clip this and send it so that Ozzy can get in trouble. Not me. I'm so good.
Ozzy,
He would never
get in
do
trouble.
anything, ever.
Ozzy,
I'm
get in
always
trouble.
getting in trouble for one thing or another.
Yeah, and does that surprise
Also,
anyone?
if you don't have inspiration, maybe start one of those little challenges.
I have
Hey,
two
I keep forgetting we're
inspiration.
actually on stream right now. Hello, everyone.
Welcome to our streams.
Can you believe that we have been doing this for over a year and we should, by all rights, be, amateur professionals
Banned.
by now?
Oh,
Wow. What do you mean, banned?
I blame the medication, honestly. Right now.
Yeah, exactly. The only person who has an excuse
I have
here.
blame my personality.
Oh, thought you was gonna say you blame me.
You know what? Across
No,
all the
it's today.
chats,
No.
It's Orb's fault.
It's absolutely
always
Orb's fault. How could you, Orb?
That's what it
to
is
be
with
fair, for all the chats, it's actually my fault. It's my fault that this crew is together doing D&D.
This motley crew.
So if you
I
have
mean,
any frustrations, you just direct it to me. Like,
Yes, I will actually say yes, because I just pestered Ozzy to play D&D, but Ozzy gathered the players.
I did. I gathered the crew. I went up to each one. I said, I got a job, and they said to me,
I'm in.
you know what, close enough, Orb. I'll give you a pass on that one.
I mean,
I imagine
That's what I said.
Roju hearing the word D&D and being like, when, where, what, who?
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be like 10 questions sort of guy.
But did you all know that I'm Josie Poser and I'm the dungeon mistress? I run this game.
You do?
I create everything in this homebrew
Wow.
world. And I am an RPG streamer. I stream RPG things. Currently, I'm on a bit of a hiatus as I'm recovering from surgery still. It's not going as well as I had hoped it would, but I will still do the D&Ds. And today I'm drinking good stuff. What about Cuddly?
Good stuff.
me. Sorry. I panicked because I'm hearing that Orb might be a little quiet. But I hope I have fixed it. Yes. Me. I'm being super distracted. I stream sometimes, not usually, but I do on Sundays. And I play a gnome granny who likes to cook, but she's not a granny anymore, so I hope you followed all that. Thanks. Bye.
What are you drinking?
Oh, I'm drinking a coffee.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Solid choice.
You can get even more of this, but like double the energy, but also double the anxiety. Nobody loses except for me. It's great.
But in half the package, because she is small bean.
It's true. We've discussed this.
We've got photo
You know,
evidence
Balvies
now.
has a secret. Balvies knows our secret.
Valves
knows
knows
our
our
Throw
secret.
that out
What?
there.
What?
Valves know our
No,
secret. Wait, there's no
Valve.
secret here.
Secret?
No
Secret Valve.
secrets. No.
Hmm.
Where's the secret
Maybe
Valve?
Valvoline is the secret all
Anyway.
along.
Anyway.
Shit, I didn't know that. I didn't know you told Balverines we put you on a box for that photo. Jesus.
Yeah, what about you? Since you want to talk so much, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello. I'm Roju, also known as the name of my channel, which is Participation Award.
But no one calls you that.
But no one calls me that. They just call me Roju, or like you idiot, occasionally. Anyway, I play a variety of stuff. including this on Sundays. What? And we are doing it every week, generally, with only, small hiatuses here and there. So tune back in every Sunday. Thank you, Cuddly. I'll idiot you. And for this campaign, I play Gerald the Wizard, who's actually a warlock, but probably doesn't actually know the term, I feel. So he probably just legitimately believes he's just a weird wizard. Yeah, that's...
Maybe you should have 2 W's instead of 2 Z's then.
Maybe. Weird wizard.
It
Maybe
makes me
I'll
feel a
need to
lot better
learn...
that he's not lying.
Well,
He's
maybe
just
once
an
we get...
idiot.
Once Goose comes back, like once we hook back up with Goose, I'll get Goose's, like, stitching skills on board, and we'll change it up.
You just say you found a dictionary or something.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, you
Or-
can say
or
like
something.
he ascended to a new class of
Yeah,
wizards
it's
and-
I
it's
think
a
you should add
new
a
level
triple-
of
a
wizard.
triple Z in there. I think you should have wizard.
Just more Z's? That could be a
Why
way to
is your
go.
familiar
We'll
not
workshop it. We'll
Bumblebee?
workshop it.
What
But
is wrong with you?
you know what I'd like to know? I'd like to know a little bit more about our wettest orb.
Me too.
I am the moist boy, as everyone's starting to call me. It's a nickname I'm proud to have. I play everything and everything. I stream every day because I'm a madman. I play
I've never
games
played
of
that
all
game.
sorts.
What?
Cuddly.
What's the problem?
We're definitely not disruptive forces at all.
No, not destructive.
I don't understand what your problem is. Just get through your spiel.
I play after all of the.
Come on, Orb. You can do it.
Come on, Orb, what's the
He's a One Elf Ranger with a dash of rogue in him. Oh, fuck it. I'm just
Wrong
drinking-
chat, Josie.
I'm drinking alcohol.
Wrong chat.
I'm drinking alcohol over the dancing.
Wait, did you just pass it over to me, honey? Did you?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm done.
Wow. Wow.
We broke
How to
him.
break Orb in
Good
2
job.
emotes.
It's so easy now.
So
Yeah.
easy now.
It's just so easy.
I think we're gonna have to put a global ban in doing that in the intros. Hello everyone. I'm Aussie DevPro, and I discovered the meme combination that sets Orb off like no tomorrow. That aside from that, I'm playing Rudy Magic Hands McGee, the party's lovable cleric, who not only is pretty much infatuated with the deity that may or may not be actively trying to kill the party. But he is also, he's having a bit of a midlife crisis. Is he a cleric? Is he a tank? He doesn't know anymore. So long story short, he doesn't know what's
Porque
going
no
on.
los dos.
Porque no los dos! Exactly. That that kind of works out too. But yeah, who knows what's going to happen in this weird and wacky world, especially when he has a hammer that might explode. Oh, sorry, disintegrate. I keep mixing them up.
No,
Uh,
please explode.
Is he
Today
good?
Like the
I'm
handler.
Evil?
Today I'm drinking homemade / not homemade coffee bubble tea.
Never mind.
Away made?
Delicious. Well, it's like a packet mix that I found, but you mix it up in home. Sort of thing.
Truly count as homemade.
So is it homemade or is it?
Is
it store-bought?
ramen,
I
is
don't know.
2-minute noodles homemade? Technically.
That's
Well, you do
that is a
technically
good
make it at
point.
home, yeah.
That is a good point.
The long
But
and
did
short
you
of
all
it is
know?
it's delicious and it's cold and it's great because of where it's
Time's
from.
up already.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Probably because we.
I
at
can't
that.
tell if we were effective or if we
I
just.
feel like that was
Not.
effective, And I think we shouldn't question it anymore and just start playing the game.
I will just warn everyone. I'm definitely feeling my medication today, so I'm going to be a bit of a foggy brain, but I will do my best.
That is all that you need.
So today is the
And-
day to slip all the puns by you. is
Yes.
what you're
Yeah, I don't care about puns today. Go for it.
Oh no.
Go for it. Go for it. Today is a free day. Today is a free day. Yep, you heard it here first, folks. But last time on Dramonia, last week we had our 1-year anniversary. We had some talks. We talked about the campaign thus far. We answered some questions. We had some giveaways, some competitions. No, you, Larsapan. But the time before then, there some reveals were made. Some conversations were had. There was some curses lifted. They found out Gerald's curse, he had been cursed by the dragon, was removed. The curse on Rudy that caused arrows to come flying towards him was lifted.
Yeah.
Such a shame, to be honest.
That was good.
I know.
That was hilarious.
And I was
Some knowledge was found regarding the Pallid Princess being the deity that Rudy does follow. Some conversations were had. You found out that Marnie apparently also had some connection to Ash, who'd been traveling with you on this boat, and via Marnie, Ash was connected to the severed head that you all had, that you brought in and was bringing to Ebonspire as evidence. And you decided to maybe you should bring Ash's connection to all of this and the possibility of a threat on shore to the captain's attention. Running ahead, Arthur went to warn Ash that the party was probably going to bring her before the captain and said we should play some hide and seek. To which Ash responded by removing her headpiece, turning her childlike form into that of a hag, and then again turning from a sickly muddy colored skin tone, she turned into actual mud and then into black goop and seeped through the floorboards and disappeared.
Now you feel like an idiot, Arthur, don't you?
And we come in as the rest of the party come up on deck, where Arthur is now standing all by himself.
Do we still see traces of mud?
Yes, there is a muddy pile in front of Arthur.
But there's no trace of Ash,
Oh,
right?
Ash. Okay.
No, Ash is gone. There's just like a little puddle of mud.
Nana looks down at a little macrame.
It's starting to dry very
nest.
quickly in the sun.
Oh, that's great. And she looks down at the little twig blight and goes, "That wasn't you, was it?"
It looks up at you, and then it gives you like a little bit of a frown because you took its spoot away from it.
Arthur,
And it just gives you a very, very stern, like,
Arthur
flick
wants to
with
be
its tusk.
there, standing confused and
I deserve it.
very puzzled.
Arthur, where's Ash gone? Is she
Arthur
below
points
decks
to the,
still?
Below and said, through the boards, through the boat.
No, she's not below deck, Arthur. We just came from
We
there.
just came from there. I didn't see her. Which way did she go? She's not playing hide and seek again, is she?
You could say that she is. Now, I know you guys don't believe a lot of things I say. But
Correct.
Ash went to us, to liquid form, and went through the boards.
You're saying she melted?
That does seem like something she would do.
It
Yeah,
actually
like-
does, doesn't it? Now?
like goop.
you're not
Very
wrong.
Ash-ish.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
goofish
know.
stuff, it just went through the floorboards and...
Oh no, not another one of those.
This sounds like awfully like you did something to Ash and now trying to cover it up.
If I was trying to cover it up, why am I still around? I would be hiding as well. Or
Because
I'll be
you're a
lying-
fool.
Or I'll be lying through
Thank
my
you,
teeth
yes.
saying I would not know where she is.
So,
But
so hang on. Let's get this straight. So you're saying that she melted?
Essentially, I went, let's go play hide and seek. She said, sure, took off a hat thingy and went blah, 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 and went through the boards.
I suppose she is quite mud themed, and knowing that she has control of magics, I suppose that's not actually that far fetched. Now that I
Should we
think
have
about
a
it,
look below deck? in
we'll
this
have a
exact
look.
same
Yes,
spot?
let's have a look below. We'll see if we can
And then
find
kinda
her. I
looks
guess.
At Gerald and goes, "Can you? Can you
Melt?
melt yourself?"
Heavens no! That sounds
Oh.
terrible. How would you unmelt?
I know.
We can ask Ash that when we find her. Come on, let's go. She might. What if she melts through the boards at the bottom of the ship?
That
She'd be in the ocean.
that would
I
be
hope she
terrible.
can swim.
I'm not sure she can. Let's quickly find her.
So we head down below
Arthur's
deck.
got to stay. Arthur's got to stay at up deck, knowing there's no chances of them going to be able to find them. So he's got to go find the captain instead.
Yeah. Those of you who run below deck, you find like the appropriate spot, like the equivalent, but below, and there is like mud dripping, like between the boards, just like in glops and gloops down, and there's a similar puddle, again, like in the floor.
Oh my
of
gosh,
the
she's swimming
below
with her
deck.
cat.
Like the base
She's
of
swimming
the,
with
of the hull, you mean?
Well, you're not at the base of the hull. You're at below deck, and then there's, because it's gone down.
Would we
It's
know
just-
of the next, like where the entrance is to the next level down, or
There is no next level down.
there is no next level down? That's it. Okay. Well,
Right.
She's swimming
I-
with the cat.
I
She
mean,
has to be.
it's not like despite her chaotic nature, Ash doesn't really do anything that she doesn't understand. I feel like, I mean, if she did this, then she must have known she was doing it.
I'm not so sure about that, Rudy. Remember, the whole thing is that she poisoned the entire party with black slime without knowing it.
Do you think she
Oh.
accidentally melted herself?
Well,
if-
I don't know if that was an accident, but I feel like she does things without really knowing the consequences.
Although when we last were talking about that, that sort of phenomenon tends to happen when she's been asked to do something by Marnie. Do you think Marnie, sensing that we were kind of on to everything, recalled Ash somehow?
I can't say. I really don't know what Marnie is demanding of her, but it seemed more like when we were talking about it and she was trying to reach out to Marnie, it seemed more like Marnie was not interested, because Ash said something about wanting to wait until land or until we're at shore, for whatever it was to happen next.
Seems
So,
like she didn't
I-
want to wait until land anymore.
Yes, but is that because Arthur told her to play hide and seek, or is it something else?
I
And
feel
if
like when-
she's hiding, is she on the ship still somewhere, or has she just plonked herself into the water and we lost our lead?
Well, as much as I would like to not admit that we did lose our lead, I mean, if she went through those boards and now she's gone through these boards, there's really only one place she could be now.
The sea, right?
And I don't know about you, but I'm not going swimming.
I'm not a good swimmer, I'll be honest.
Maybe we should go.
These arms may look strong, but believe me, they're not.
They don't.
No, not at all. But I mean, you do you, Gerald. Maybe we should go. Wait, where's Arthur? We should probably go find. He didn't follow us.
Yeah, Arthur, you went to see the captain.
Yes.
Yes, you knock on the door to the captain's cabin, and takes a little bit of time, longer than usual, before the captain opens the door. He looks tired, but not disheveled.
Oh, okay.
It just opens. Arthur, how may I help you?
Did I wake you?
Yes, but it is fine.
I apologize. I'm just here to report that we have one less person on our boat currently, and you don't have to worry about it. But essentially,
He's such a good
Arthur, I fear I need more words. Please explain.
okay. Well, our friend Ash, she essentially, I went to go play hide and seek with Ash. She turned into goop and went through the floorboards, went through the next boards at the bottom of the ship, and no longer on the ship.
Okay.
Needed to make sure you knew that you.
And you do not want us to turn around and look for her?
Look, to be honest, if you could do that, I'm gonna say that she knows what she's doing, so I think we're fine.
Arthur, I'm very confused. What do you want me to do with this information? Do you want me? Are we going looking for?
No. I just needed you to know when you do your head counts, you don't have to worry about that person. Good night.
Is she going to be okay?
Arthur says good night and walks off.
And he just steps out, and by the time you all come up, like the captain is closing the door behind himself. Arthur, please explain. And Sister, someone, please explain to me what is going on. Where is Ash?
We're back on deck at this point, are we?
Yeah.
We've
Okay.
come up. We're not sure.
Yeah.
We think she might have turned into mud, as Arthur says, and she's not downstairs, and we're not sure.
Yes.
This is probably
We-
the point.
yes,
We
I-
recently found out something interesting, and we're wondering if that's why she left.
To be fair, just to distance myself from this a little bit, only Arthur actually saw what happened to Ash. The rest of us are just trusting his word that she turned into some sort of mud and has gone through the ship. Indeed, there is some evidence that there is concentric mud circles going from top to bottom, which would reinforce his claim. However, we didn't see it, so just putting that out there.
Okay, I have now heard the same story three times. Can someone just tell me why are we not looking for Ash? What is happening?
Here's
She might
why
be,
we're not looking
because she
for
might be an
Ash.
enemy in disguise.
Thank you, Rudy. Okay,
It's-
You're welcome.
explain.
Long story short,
Complicated.
we believe that
I like short stories.
Ash is an involuntary sort of slave is not the right word, but some form of construct, possibly, that an enemy controls, and we believe it is that enemy who might have poisoned the gathering we are fleeing from.
Well, okay.
So what
With
I'm
a-
hearing
with
is
a
that
little bit
Ash
more-
is connected to
Very
my
yes.
captain almost
That's
dying,
the
and you are
name.
We
you are
believe
trying
so.
to tell me to not look for her.
I think if you were to look for her, I don't think you have any chance of actually finding her, which would make it a bit of a waste of your time, to be quite honest. But of course, this is your ship, and that is up to you. Far be it from us to tell you how to run your ship. But we do know for a fact that she was the one that delivered the barrel of ooze, which was used in the poisoning, for lack of a better term, but that she didn't know what she was doing. She was merely tasked with a delivery, and she had no idea of any consequences.
And we think that her employer, so to speak, knew that we were on to them, and
May have.
I think that's maybe why.
It's a
she
possibility
disappeared.
that, yes, isn't quite correct, Nana, that
We were coming to tell you, and now she is. Mud.
yes, she was here
So-
mere moments ago, and we were going to bring her to you. Isn't that right, Nana? Yes.
Well, it is right. It's what we were going to do.
Thank you for backing me up there. So we tried to do the right thing. Right? Yes. I'm just going
I
to
can
step
have a
back
swim
now.
if you'd like. I don't know if I'll find anything, but I'm happy to.
No,
share.
no. If she truly is in the water, she has magic. She might be fine. She might not. But it is still 2 days by ship to Green Harbor. Let's just say it's a bit of a swim.
Therefore, she
Yes.
must have something up her sleeve, or I don't know. She wouldn't have done that just to disappear.
If we
For one
were
part.
not currently on a mission of safety, trying to get further north, I would have maybe wanted to pursue, but currently, I do not care. I will tell my crew to keep an eye out. If we see Ash, we will take her into custody. If we do not see Ash, we will carry on our way.
If you do happen to, just he says now from like Gerald's like much further behind the group at this point, not wanting to like take any heat for what's going on. He's just like, if you do apprehend her, just remember she can turn into mud and melt through things. So keep that in mind. Yes.
Yes, Gerald. I'm not an idiot.
Very good. Never said you were.
Arthur
just like
about
fucking.
Yeah.
Arthur chuckles at that.
He's just further and further away.
So good. Yes. But Captain, we did find a name from Ash, and we don't know if you'd want to pursue anything further once everyone's safe. But I've never heard of the name Marnie before. I don't know if that means anything to you, but apparently that was one of the people behind the poisoning.
It's her
Would you
patron.
like to? Yes, a pocket? A what?
Patron.
Patron. It's her patron.
He scrounges his brow. Okay.
I don't know what. I thought he said apron at first. I'm a little. Must have earwax or something, but.
No, it's fine. I will. Yes, I need to think.
Good night.
Or it's not even nighttime, it's morning.
It's like really early, isn't it?
Arthur's just trying to get out of the conversation.
It's pretty morning-y.
Captain, I think we will leave you to think on this and possibly capture a few more hours of rest.
Yes.
I'll take Arthur and the others.
I think we will make sure to hasten our journey.
I think that would be
a
best.
little bit.
Yes.
Yes. But we will not be staying in port as long as we have expected, if there is such a threat possible. I need to think. Yes,
We'll be keeping an eye out.
This is worrying news. Thank you for bringing it to me.
You
I
are
will
most
be.
welcome.
You can just see
Taking
the hat
appropriate
retreating down
measures.
the stairs at this point.
Yeah, Arthur's now walking out the door.
Yeah.
She's gone.
What do I-
Nana's still there and just goes, when you do go to port, if you need extra protection, I'm sure, and then looks around like no one's left. I'm sure we would be happy to help. Right, Rudy?
No,
Oh.
we will be fine. We will be fine. We will be provisioning and leaving very abruptly. What are your plans? You were leaving towards where?
Oh shit, yeah, what were we doing?
I honestly, at this point, I think just getting some dry land under our feet, and then I think we'll figure out our plans tomorrow, and we'll get back to you on that one there.
Yes. Okay. Very well. Well. Good morning. Yes. Assume we will be disembarking in Green Harbor tomorrow evening. I think. I think. He looks up, and you start seeing like at first a little wimple on the top of the mast starts like tugging very harshly, and then the sails just start filling up. Yes, tomorrow evening, and the boat just starts moving faster.
Oh,
That's
that is
a
awfully
nice
convenient.
plan.
Yeah, tomorrow evening. All right, fantastic.
Good. Good. Anything else?
No,
to my
thank
knowledge.
you
Perfect.
for
And he
your
closes the door.
time.
You're welcome. Nana, I think we should go, and I think we should just go.
And Nana just kind of looks down and goes, I'm going to clean this up because I think Benny is at his breaking point.
I think Benny is well past his breaking point, Nana. I think he has accepted his lot in life. In fact, I think if we were to tell him that Ash is actually off the ship, he might actually throw a party.
Oh, true. Nana still gets her soap out and cleans at least the top floor of the mud. The bottom floor someone else can deal with, surely.
Yeah. All right.
Is there anything else specific anyone wants to do?
I think we still needed to have a conversation about how Rudy is buddy with.
No, we had that conversation. Didn't we?
Only you and Gerald, and then you were about to call us in, and then.
No, we were all in. No, we all had that conversation.
All in?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there was.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
But
heading
if
out,
there's
like,
if there was anything that Nana wanted to follow up with either Gerald or Rudy about, she's welcome to, of course.
No. I don't. No. I just thought we never finished that part. I couldn't remember because that was the one I think we jumped around.
We
a little
kind
bit.
of like morphed all the conversations into one at some point. We kind of held like 3 different separate days worth of conversations.
Yeah.
in
Okay.
one
That's.
session.
I'm.
Yeah, there was a bit of there
Yeah.
were
And
there
then
was a
we
bit
had
of
like 2
time.
weeks off, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
"Did
yeah.
we do that?"
Yeah, it's also the mysterious missing episode 38.
dun,
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah. That's right.
I'm sorry to my guys who are looking for those VODs. I've misplaced episode 38. It is gone.
Yeah,
It
me
is just
too.
gone.
Me
Sorry,
too.
it's lost
It's
its
gone.
time. There you go.
I've got it. It's still actually if you do need to see it straight away, it is still in my VODs. It's so you can still see it there, and eventually one day I'll actually have it all up on YouTube and not set to private.
I did double check your YouTube looking for it, but you only have up to episode 21.
I know. I'm so behind. Like I've got them all. They're all there. It's just I haven't just gone through and put all the info in the various places and put it to public. But they're all there.
I'm gonna make like little 10-second videos going. For each missing episode, going, if you're looking for this episode, go here and point to Roji's Twitch or point to
my God.
Participation Awards YouTube
Yeah.
channel or something.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I'll put in someone remind me. Someone keep poking me. One of you guys or anyone in chat, keep reminding me
literally
to
the
do
worst
it,
person
and
to poke you.
I will do it. I just keep forgetting, or Anyway, let's continue.
But is there anything specific that anyone wants to do? Arthur, anything?
Nope.
Because then are we gonna cut to just being on the shore?
Pretty much.
Okay. Maybe just chat with Lena one last
Okay.
time. Just
Yeah.
to make sure they're all settled in. Yeah. Just
Rudy
so you
would
know.
go with you on this one because you know what, Lena, he feels like he hasn't had a chance to chat with Lena recently. I think
Yeah,
that
Lena's
is-
just kind of been there.
Yeah, I feel
ignored them.
bad. I feel
Does
bad.
anyone else want to come chat with Lena? Oh, there
Yeah,
we go.
as you're having this conversation
I'll
and
probably
you're
come
like
with.
walking below deck, you see Lena's room in the far. Well, technically it's in the front of the ship, but in lower deck. The door opens up and Lena comes out and opens a barrel and starts taking out bags, and then in one hand just picks up it's a little shot put ball, a cannonball, and just starts moving
Oh.
towards one of the cannons. Because for Lena, it's just a very small,
It's
tennis
just-
ball sized.
I love that for her. And then, yeah, we'll see Lena and maybe approach and just give a friendly wave as they're filling up the cannon.
Yeah, Lena, yeah, it's definitely preparing the cannons, preparing gunpowder, making little, because there's little baskets almost. When you're playing pool or billiards, you have that little triangle. There's stuff on that on the floor next to the cannons, and it's just piling up cannonballs.
Wait, oh my god, is that how you...
They're making a brass monkey.
Oh, okay. Oh, I must say, I love your can-do attitude. Wow, that was a really bad one. Rudy, you have to take it from here.
Lena looks at you, says, "Nana, you can do better."
I can do better, you're right,
You
Lena.
can do better. Yes, Nana.
But I cannot.
Ah.
I fucked it up.
Still, she gets a round of applause for that one.
I'm glad I tagged along. That was quite good.
Don't humor me, Gerald, please.
Lena, I think we just wanted to say thank you for all that you did for us, and just in case we end up parting ways at the next port, just wanted to catch you and express how grateful we are that we came across you in the ice. I truly don't think we would have made it to the city if we hadn't come across you. We had very different directions.
No, it's all fine. I was actually going to have a word with you eventually. In the rush, I forgot to bring Sin's sled, and I don't know. You were bringing Sin with you, I believe.
We will, yes. We can do something. Oh, we have a friggin'. Oh, you know what? Arthur has something just for this. Arthur can summon a little what do you call it, Rudy? A little spirit. Yes.
No, he can summon a horse, Nana.
Well, it's a spirit.
Yeah, well, he gives
Technically,
it a
it's
weird
horse,
name
it's
every
like-
time, and it
Yeah,
comes out.
it's very weird.
Oh,
but
that
it-
one.
it
Yeah,
was-
I've seen it.
A spirit
Yes,
mount.
yes. One time it was a very plain-looking horse. One time it was a very handsome horse, and I never thought I'd say those words, but it was very strange. So that should suffice, right?
Yeah, the horse I saw looked like it was terrified, like it knew it was self-aware or
I
something.
think its name
I
was
know.
Gerald.
Oh, okay.
No relation.
Well, clearly.
I've met people who have the same name. It's fine. Usually, it's the last name that is in common. First name, I've met like people of all. Like, did you know your little friend, the short one, George? Yeah, one of the lumberjacks back in Bora is also named George.
Oh, wow.
George, what a little stinker.
I will never trust another George again.
I will and
Feel like that's
probably will
George's,
regret it, but I
Gerald.
really can't hold it against him. You know, he was very charming.
Okay. Was there anything you needed? And they're still
Oh.
like moving back and forth,
Which,
like from the stack.
What were your
Preparing the
plans
cannons.
when we hit shore?
I'll probably stay on board, to be honest.
Are you settling in all right? You seem to be one with the crew at this point.
It's more of a. It's a little bit sensation of not knowing where to go, and being on the ship is like keeping going. If that makes any sense.
Constantly moving forward and not really knowing where the next day is going to take you, and then eventually you might arrive somewhere where you go, this isn't half bad. I can understand that.
Something like that,
Of
maybe.
course.
I just know that I wanna. I feel like I need to keep moving. Definitely, yeah.
Well, you are, as before, always where I assume I speak for everyone here. You're always welcome to come travel with us as well.
Maybe we'll see.
That being said, I do feel we must also apologize, because although you've helped us, it seems that sometimes us coming through can really shake a place up, right, Gerald? And we hope that you do find somewhere that's good for you as well. I know that can be very hard, leaving your home. You're very
Yes.
brave for doing so.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
it's incredibly scary out there. And here, for that matter.
Oh, Gerald, everything's scary to you.
I think, honestly, the scariest part was probably my own family planning my death.
Yes, that's got to be a bit of a.
It's a little bit
sticker.
reality shattering, if I'm completely honest.
That does sound incredibly shit. Yes.
Yes, that, well,
But
if it's any consolation, I think you can make new friends, and sometimes they do turn into family.
exactly, Nana.
Yeah, and they pick up, like, picking up more of these cannonballs and says, being on the ship, I've been having a ball.
Yes. And
No, that was a very good one. Much better
joke's
than-
on them because you're alive. Ha!
I'll take it, Gerald, thank you. Yes, and They put a hand on your shoulder, Gerald. Thanks to you.
What did I do?
Well, you as then gestures towards like the group. Remember the thing? Points to their neck.
Oh, yes. I thought you were going to crush my shoulder there for a second. Yes.
Why would I do
Just
that?
a Gerald. I think.
Oh, nothing
he thinks
personal.
everyone's out to get him.
I just have a lot of worst case scenarios always in my head. You know how it is. Oh.
Okay.
He like flinches as Nana moves past his knee. I'm like, Gerald.
And then looks around and says, "Where's
But
the
you're-
little one? The little kid that was running around with you?"
Oh, she turned into mud.
She did.
Okay. Arthur, what did you do?
Arthur didn't come. Arthur didn't come.
Thank you.
Okay.
For once, this wasn't Arthur's fault, believe it or not. He was the only one who saw it, so for all we know,
None
it
of
could have
us
been his
saw
fault.
it. Only Arthur
Yeah,
saw it. So you.
And Rudy, as you turn around to look towards Arthur, you see a very familiar face staring at you before it sinks down into the floorboards.
Wait, hang on. No.
What?
No, that can't be right.
And there's a little puddle of snow that very quickly melts to water.
Did anyone else see that?
See what,
See
Rudy?
what, Rudy?
I
See
could've
what?
No, they can't. They can't be here. That's impossible. There's no eye. There's no snow here. There's no eye.
They wink at Nana.
Rudy starts walking away.
Rudy, you're
They say,
worrying
"They
me.
can't-
What?
They can't be here. This is not possible because.
Rudy, tell me
the ice
what?
ages of- Okay, all right. You got to think I'm a little bit mad here. I could have sworn I saw a method.
Oh,
Yes, I know, right?
Oh
Where?
no! Why
There,
would
the
we
water.
Here?
It was
snow
snow.
here.
That's what I
Returns
read.
the wink.
I know those eyes anywhere.
Ice?
Like,
There's no ice. It's way too warm here.
Lena, you sure there's no way a method could make it? No, like, can methods travel on you at all? Being of a frosty disposition?
I don't know enough about methods.
No. Oh.
And while I can handle the cold, I myself am not cold. And
I
like they
apologize.
put a hand out and just like touch your face, and it's like
Lena's a very
regular
warm personality.
temperature.
Yes, later. Yes. Okay. All right. You've made your point. Thank you. I just.
No, surely it's too warm for a method around here. Like, you'd need something incredibly cold to be able to keep a method in this climate.
Like, I mean, it's not like it. I mean, it's not like we brought over any of that ice that doesn't melt or anything, and then I mean, that method couldn't possibly hitched a ride inside it, and then waited for the perfect moment just to. Oh, you conniving son of a!
That sounds
What are you on
entirely
about,
plausible.
Rudy?
I'm on to you all.
Nana's got the best poker face.
Lena just shrugs and says, "Well, I've got work to do. The captain said to get ready. There might be a kerfuffle when we get to shore, so I've just been preparing the cannons."
Kerfuffle. Did he?
Well, the
literally-
captain just told me to get prepared for the worst, I guess, just in case. Safety measures.
No.
That's very true. Maybe we should do the same. Maybe I should look at my spells.
Also, make sure that if any of you turn into mud, you let me know.
Oh yes, will do. Yes. Josie, I have a quick question. Since we're still
Yes.
kind of in the method area here. Now I know Lena's keeping the ice. Can I
Yes.
summon the methods since they're living in the ice? Will they be close enough? Or do I need ice
No, the way it works is you would summon your own methods if you use the spells. It would be your own unique methods.
Yes.
Oh. Will there be one with very big bulbous eyes that just likes to stare at people?
It could be, and you could also summon like variations of methods. You know, it doesn't have to be specifically ice
Okay,
methods.
just wanted to know that little fun
The
tidbit.
whole method rainbow to choose from.
Oh my god, I could summon a plant method. Imagine.
Well, I don't know if there's a plant, but there's like dust. There's like
Rudy's
ash,
just peeing
smoke
behind a tree
method.
one day, and all of a sudden eyes open up on the tree. There's a man coming down.
Like big oranges.
Yeah, yes.
It's actually just a tree ant you're peeing on.
imagine wild shaping into a tree or something, and then like I know you can't because it's not a creature, but
Can't you? I'm pretty sure that's a thing you
well,
can do.
I mean I think it's a different spell, but
Maybe.
I mean, there's ice method, magma method, dust method, mud method, smoke method.
Smoke method.
There are methods.
Dude. Nice. There are methods.
Rudy's walked
on
away
methods.
muttering to himself now.
I love it.
He's now very engrossed in thought, trying to figure out how, like, who might have had the ice that doesn't melt.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, and Gerald will
Nana
just be
will
like,
leave Lena to their job.
combat checking the corners.
Oh, Gerald, they were nice.
Arthur, are you doing anything in particular?
Arthur's just hanging out on the top of the boat. He wants to climb all the way up to the crow's nest, actually, if that's possible. All the
Yeah,
way to the
sure.
crow's
There's no one up there right now. It's
and-
very windy up there. Like it's tugging at your clothes when you get up when you're climbing.
And Arthur's just gonna hang up there. Just gonna do nothing and hang up there till we get shore.
Yeah, and after a while, like by the afternoon-ish, you get company. Alana climbs up and like gets comfortable in there in the crow's nest. It's a bit crowded, but she sits down where there's a room.
Offer.
And just
I would like to.
Yeah, she
offer.
doesn't say anything. She just sits
So
there.
Arthur's gonna have his hot cocoa out already, but as soon as she gets sort of comfortable, offers a drink.
She takes it. Still doesn't say much. Just sits there
And
like silent company.
Arthur's all about that silent company because that's sometimes the best company. So he's gonna stay quiet and just sit there in silence.
Yeah. After a while, she starts like poking at your feet with her own foot, but nothing else.
Arthur does the same back to her.
Yeah.
And
You guys are playing
So-
footsie?
Arthur's gonna seem a little bit cold and snuggle up a little bit more.
No.
Yeah, she doesn't move away. Like she doesn't move either closer or further. She just lets you.
Is this man getting lucky again on our good Christian boat ride?
Natalie, there is nothing
The
good
love
our
boat.
Christian boat ride.
Arthur finally says something and goes, "Hi."
And she looks at you and says, "Hello." Just sipping the hot cocoa.
Are you enjoying the cocoa?
It's okay.
Did
No
you get
marshmallows though.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but there's no marshmallows. But would you like a hug
Can I-
instead? 'Cause Arthur feels like he needs a hug right now.
And
Smooth.
she'd give you a hug. She would, but like not. It would be a comforting kind of hug.
Yeah, that's what he's asking for. Yeah, not a.
And then she'd sit back and she'd say, I need to ask something.
Sure.
Is Rudy okay?
In what way?
There's something off. It's
Well-
like he's dying, but he's not.
Oh.
I don't know. It's just giving me weird vibes.
I know he had a little bit of a curse because of his armor on him.
Oh, really?
Something about it attaches to his skin, but he said he's worked that out where it doesn't kill him or anything.
Yeah.
And then
right.
and then he had another curse where it was like some memory block, but Gerald fixed that too, so you can now remember. But I might go talk to him if you're feeling a bit off. I'm definitely.
It's more. I'm just It just gave me an icky vibe. I just wanted to check in if there was something you knew about.
Look, he gives everyone a bit of an icky vibe, but
Anti-wingman.
But
Rudy sneezes below deck.
but you know, Rudy looks out for the best, and he doesn't care so much for himself. He cares for more other people than he lets leave.
Yeah. She just sits like she's thinking about something, scoots a little bit closer, like shoulder to shoulder, and just sits. As the sun is setting, the stars are coming out, and just sitting there. And about 24 hours later, the boat is coming into port. And this is a big city that you're seeing ahead of y'all. This is a big city, and it's wide, and the way it's presented as you're coming towards it, there's a big island right outside of the actual port. There's massive amounts of walkways, you see ships, but on this island you see what looks to be a shipbuilding yard, where they are actually in the process of building massive ships. You see what looks to be several giants and ogres are carrying around huge stacks of lumber. You see these wooden and stone cranes moving around things. Plenty of people working on stuff. And the sun is setting, but you can see fishing boats coming in. And there's just shouting being done all over. You see, looking around, all the buildings seems very short. They seem like they're very tightly built around. A few buildings stand out as you're coming in. It's lit up. There's light all around. There seems to be some form of lampposts, like little spread out evenly. And the two buildings that stands out the most as you're coming into port, as this, like, the last rays of sun are giving their full view, is one building pretty close to where you're docking. Looks like someone has placed very awkwardly on top of each other smaller houses. It's 4 stories tall, and it just looks like someone dropped rocks, like someone has tried to build a rock house. It's just like very weird angly house where every floor is like a little bit off center, and there's poles that seem to go down to keep it up. And there's also what looks to be a massive mansion, like in this city of smaller buildings, like low huts that are just crammed together. You see a lot of like fishing, little fishing nooks where just people have their gear for their smaller boats. You see what looks to be a mansion, similar, if not even more extravagant, than what you would see in the Manors district in Southport.
Turns out your dad has a summer home.
And it's just
Man,
this
I don't even
massive
joke about that,
mansion.
please.
But there's no light coming from it. Some houses have lights, like you can see through windows, open hatches, but this stands dark. And there's movement happening on shore. The captain is now on deck as you're coming in, and you're starting to. The boat is coming to a halt. What do you want to do?
Well, I think you've jogged my memory because I almost forgot we had Sin there for a little bit. So we need to get Sin to the capital. Is that right? That was our.
Yeah, because we're also going to the capital anyway.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
because we're
kinda
also
just
going there.
links up with us.
I think Nana would probably maybe.
Oh no.
That's not what I wanted at all.
Oh.
I'm just working with the
Didn't want
music.
Nana at all.
That's wrong.
Fuck. I just realized I'm not in Syrinscape.
Oh, it is you! It's okay. It was just a lot of waves. We all have to pee now.
God.
My water bottle's empty now.
Oh dang. Wish I was you. I think Nana would probably maybe ask Arthur to get the horse ready, and they could maybe snuggle her on up there, and then like maybe I don't know. I think Nana was hoping to maybe see the crew off so that they could, like they would stick around as long as they could reprovision, and then they would start on their way to make sure nothing like happened.
What time of day
the
is
captain
it?
is on. It's currently like just sunset.
Okay.
The captain is currently on deck, and you see people are getting ready to like toss ropes to get fastened. There's the gangplank is being readied, and you see what looks to be God, I'm looking through my notes as quickly as I possibly can.
Also, what was the name of this town again? Sorry, I've forgotten.
Green Harbor.
Green Harbor, thank you. And have we
Yeah,
been
you see
here?
coming up towards the ship, like walking, like almost power walking down the dock, comes this half-orc looking man, middle-aged looking. There's not a lot of hair. Like it's looks like it's been shaved off recently. It's grown out a little bit. It's got patches of black and gray. Proper kept but somewhat full beard, and is just walking down, coming towards, like giving a wave, and Captain Fevinus is waving back, and you're all up on deck. Sin is currently like sitting on a crate, and next to her is another crate, smaller, but it is moving around.
That's right, our pet mimic. I totally forgot about it.
Oh, wow, I forgot
That
about the mimic.
Rudy may or may not have taken way too attachment to.
Yeah. I would never let you forget the mimic.
It's been a few weeks since I patted the mimic.
It's true.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay, so the captain doesn't. So the captain wants to get moving fairly quickly, but we don't know exactly his movements.
Yes.
Okay. So just before like the captain disembarks and whatnot, Rudy would quickly sort of start up next and go, Captain, do you have a rough estimate of when you would probably be leaving Green Harbor anytime at this point, or?
We will be leaving in, I believe, 2, maybe 3 hours.
2, maybe 3 hours. All right.
We are not staying.
Oh no, totally fine. And would you be heading towards or further away from the capital at all?
We are heading north. It is away, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no, that is completely understandable. I mean, let me have a chat with my fellows, and I'll see if we're going to be looking to request your services yet again, or whether we'll be parting ways here.
Well, if you're heading to the capital, I suggest you take the roads from here.
Take the roads from here. All right, we'll definitely take that advice.
And I was thinking, your friend gestures towards Finn. There is an artificer in town. You could look up.
That's right. I think
if you need some form of help. There is also, you should probably consider getting a cart or a carriage.
No, that is both wonderful. So you would happen to know the name of the artificer, or we can just ask around town if that's.
I think you see points at the weird, like gangly looking house. Walk towards that, and it is next to it.
Okay, all right, next to the.
Yes, is that
that
I do not recommend going in there.
No, is it a house? I don't know.
It is it's the owner calls it a museum, but I would not go that far.
A museum. Gerald might want to. Oh, you know what? Gerald might want to check it out. Anyway, thank you, Captain. Well, if we don't end up, partaking of your company once yet again, thank you for everything you've done. Rudy holds out his hand.
Yeah, he takes it, shakes it.
You know, if you ever require our services, although I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine. You know, hit up the guild, and we will make our way to you post haste.
Will do. Fate is a weird thing. I would not be surprised if we met again.
You know what? Likewise.
I think Gerald will be coming up on deck around this point, like tightening his backpack straps, adjusting the hat. Oh, almost there.
Pretty much there now, Gerald. I think we're ready to disembark.
Oh, brilliant. Well timed then.
Yes, are you all gathered? You are leaving?
Arthur steps forward and says, "You've been amazing. I'll be leaving. Yes."
You will be leaving. I'm honest. I will be. I will miss you, Arthur. It's been refreshing.
You know what? And he goes in for a hug with the captain. Doesn't know it's gonna happen as well.
The captain hesitates for a moment and then just gives you a hug and just really squishes, and you feel like this. If the captain wanted to, he could probably crush you. Like he just barely, effortlessly just. And then he whispers and says, "But I think someone else will miss you more," and then just lets go.
Oh! You could have
About to
happened.
flip this desk.
You could have happened.
Arthur takes a few steps back, and the cogs are just turning, and he goes,
Hey, Arthur, it looks like you've got a bruised rib there. Do you want me to touch that up, or?
Not now, Rudy.
What?
Arthur
Then
goes
off you go.
All right. Okay. All right. You heard the
Yeah,
man.
Nana has
All
finished
right.
her
We need
goodbyes and thank yous and sorries to Benny, and then another thank you.
Is Benny like doing like some hidden
He's like,
arm
"Oh,
pumps?
God."
Like, yes, they're leaving now.
No, as you're looking around, you see at the gangplank, Benny's standing, staring at the gangplank. As you can see, what looks like a set of muddy footprints leading down it and down the dock before they
What?
disappear.
"What? Drac, where the hell are you?"
I'm gonna file that away for things I did not see.
Nana is gonna focus on
And then
on
as you're walking
something
up,
else.
Benny stops you all and says, "Oh, it's a bit late. I'm assuming you're staying the night in town. I recommend you look up the Briny Bracket. It's
Briny bracket.
local inn. Yeah, and well, we could probably go ahead and have Lena carry Sin over there if you want. Get things settled."
I think that would be for best because I
That'd
think
be wonderful, Benny. Thank you so
yeah.
much.
because I think this might be the last time we might see Lena for quite a bit. I would imagine.
They've been a great help on board. You have no idea. Sometimes, like what used to be 2 or 3 person job, Lena handles themselves. Wonderful.
Well, just make sure make sure they really, make sure they have a place. Make sure they really find their feet.
Yeah.
I think they need a nice easy path for a while. If you catch my drift.
We'll make sure good things happen.
Excellent.
But yeah, I'll give you some directions. It's not far from here. It's you walk down and you see like down the docks. It's like there looks like there's a main street. You've come in like straight ahead as you're like on the shore, but the shore turns in and you can see the city is split by a big river. And there is a massive bridge that goes across it. And along the river is like a big street. And Benny says, just follow the main street until you hit the bridge. Turn left in towards the city. And look for a little bit. It's a larger building, 2 stories. And you'll be good.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Benny. Thank you so much for your help. And Rudy kind of leans in a little bit close. I'm sorry about the mess. I do apologize for that.
He leans in. Good. Now I can take you off my shit list.
But maybe leave Arthur on the shit list.
We'll see. Maybe.
Good man.
I twig blight would just be like to Benny, like as Nana has it over her shoulder and just kind of like waves goodbye. And the
Yeah,
twig blight
Benny's definitely like throwing shade at the twig blight.
like angrily, aggressively with its tassel.
Oh my god.
Benny's just watching, walking away. And yeah, Lena takes Sin in one hand and just carries like this, and then Crater in the other under their arm, and just starts like walking, following you all. So what do you want to do?
I should probably go to
Well-
that place.
I'm going to head straight to the briny bracket, I think. Does anyone want to join me in getting some rooms?
Oh, I'll help you, and yes, and then we can all get settled in.
Yes, and we'll see what the town has to offer.
Arthur's gonna go and look for someone that can make arrows, a weaponsmith straight away.
Yeah, you see as you're walking through town, you quickly see that along the river, where as you're walking down this big main street, you have coming up when you're coming to the turn where you've been told to go to find the briny bracket. Further down this main street, you see what looks to be a big building that it's elongated, and half of it looks to be built out of stone, and there's a large chimney that's billowing with smoke, and the other half is wooden, and it like a little bit in the middle, just where the wood starts, it's a bit open, and you and currently you see a like a dark-skinned woman wearing currently like sleeves rolled up. She's looks like taking things away, like moving things inside the building.
Okay. Excuse me.
Yes.
Are you
She
still
turns
open?
around and she's got like this thick leather apron on, and you can see like a tool belt.
Are you
Yeah.
still open? Yeah, yep. Look, I'm chasing some arrows. Do you have any sort of arrows available?
Yeah, sure, definitely. Hold on. How many?
How many do you have?
Let me check. And she opens a door back and walks into the building real quick. Comes out and says, "Well, we got a bit of a surplus. Not too many. Like, what do you need? 20,
40?
30, 40?
Yep, 40.
Sure. Let me just go check. 40. Yeah, I can do 40. And she like takes this. She was holding like a bundle of leather and just leaves it, and it hangs in the air for a moment before it just drifts after as she's walking.
Yeah, leather.
And then as she's walking in through the door, it closes by itself.
I'm sorry. I have to ask. What was that? How did your leather just?
Yeah,
go?
when she comes back, she like opens the door, comes with a bundle of arrows. Like, do you need a quiver? You look like you have one.
Yeah, thanks. And what do I owe you?
Let's call it a gold even. I want to get done for the day.
A gold? Awesome.
Stop! You're bothering the shopkeeper. It's closing.
No,
What are you
it's
doing?
fine. It's fine. It's
Alright.
fine.
Now, look, I've got a very quick list here that I need to get. If you could point me in the right directions, I need to find 1 rose, some lavender oil, and something to brush your teeth with, like toothpaste.
Toothpaste? I mean, those sounds like
1 sir.
I don't know where you'd find lavender oil in this town. No, wait, I think you could find all of those things at the Naiad's Embrace, actually.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Arthur gives.
Yeah, it's and points towards like across the river. Like, look for go that way, go past the guardhouse, and then there's a building. It's got a big red door.
Yep.
And it's got a sign of a naiad hugging a man.
All right.
And that's where it is.
Arthur's...
You should be able to find all those things there, actually, if anywhere.
Okay. Arthur gives the gold coins for saying thank you, and he's gonna start jogging to that place.
Okay, so you start jogging away from everyone else.
Arthur is on a mission, and I do not know where he's going. Should we just let him go?
I do. We should check in.
He has the same directions as us. He'll find his way.
We won't see him tonight.
No. You know what? Let's just not even get him a bed.
No, we probably should.
Oh, Nana, you're not.
When are they leaving?
You guys have no idea of what I'm planning to do.
Nana knows everything.
Yeah,
true. Nana does know.
don't never doubt Nana.
She is very. I mean, she may not be
in love,
physically
but she knows of love.
Nana anymore,
Yeah.
but
Hashtag
she is
Nana
most certainly
knows.
Still.
Nana knows.
Nana knows. Nana knows all your
Nana no,
secrets.
Nana yes.
God. I am leaving.
But
So,
are
yes.
the rest of you going to try and find this inn?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go to the inn first, and we can take care of the artificer tomorrow since the captain.
Also, I wanted to ask Josie, have any of us been through this town before?
Nana has, and this would be the city that Rudy came to when he first arrived on the West Shard.
Cool. Okay. So we'd have a little bit of local knowledge among us then.
Yes.
Okay. Cool
Yes, a
beans.
little bit.
Oh, have I been inside the weird-looking house?
Um,
I feel like
maybe.
maybe.
No. Actually, it
Probably
wouldn't.
not.
It would have been. It wouldn't have been here the last time you came through.
Oh, okay. So I'm kind of like, oh, that's new.
Like when you're walking past, you're thinking maybe like the lowest section, like was just a regular house
Yeah. And then
last
they just-
time.
Gerald,
It's very
I'm
much.
not
It's
an
very much the
architect, but
Weasley house
does that look a
in
little...
like Harry Potter, the Weasley house
Oh, yeah,
kind of
okay.
type
Oh
deal.
yeah, and
Right.
in fact, the captain did mention to me it's a museum of sorts.
A museum.
I don't know exactly what it might. What they're
Hopefully,
showing off.
it's not a museum to architecture because that is a travesty.
Oh, it's absolutely awful.
Unless it's being held up by magic, but then there's a lot of physical supports I see there, and that isn't particularly reassuring.
It doesn't
Why
bode
not
well,
both?
does it? I mean, if you have the magical supports, then why would you have the physical supports?
That's exactly my point.
Yeah.
Maybe they
It
don't
looks like a
trust
great place to get
Gerald.
crushed to death, and I will have nothing of it.
No, fair enough.
Don't take your housing for granted.
Oh, Nana, I don't know what got into this week. Today, sorry. I don't know why I said this week. You're... Oh, dear. Let's just go to the inn. I'm tired. I want to lie down.
Yeah, and Lena's just standing around looking at you all, like holding.
I forgot Lena
Like,
was there.
sit-
Lena is
Right
probably
there.
getting tired. The poor thing. Let's
Come,
go.
inside, let's go.
Yeah, and you go and you see this. It's a two-story building, but it's very square. And it's got like a low roof, and it's got a big entrance. You walk inside, and it's got in the corner. It's very open currently. It's got what looks to be a little of a bit of a kitchen. There's a few tables strewn out, and there's a big staircase like to the far left that leads up, and it looks like there's a loft, and you can see bunk beds. And then there looks to be like a few doors in the way back, like the underside of this loft, like the back half of it.
What's this place called again?
The Briny Bracket.
Briny. Briny.
Well, Rudy would look for the...
Yeah, Lena like hunches down to get through the door.
Rudy would look for wherever there looks like there'd be someone who sort of manages the place and try and
Yeah,
flag them down.
you can see it's currently a bit. There's a little bit of hustle and bustle. People are coming in. Some people are having drinks. It looks like a few people up on the loft are currently like stretching and waking up and are coming down.
Right.
and there looks to be like there's a few humans, halflings running around. They're wearing these almost like very light blue shirts with a little bit like a yellowy golden scarf around, and they're like serving drinks, mostly drinks currently. But you also see what looks to be behind the bar a half-elf who's currently in the process of going through some books and talking to someone behind the bar.
Ah, alrighty. Rudy sort of makes his way over there and kind of, goes, "Oh, excuse me. Just looking to find who I'd speak to about renting a few rooms for a night or two."
A few rooms? Yes, definitely. Hold on, and just takes the book, flips a few pages. We only have 2 rooms available currently. Otherwise, it's the loft.
Okay. The rooms single beds or
One is single, one is a double.
one is single, one is a double. Yeah. I mean, I suppose it's just that we have.
Looks at
one...
Lena. Sorry, we do not have any giant size available. And Lena just shakes. I'm just carrying things.
Yes. No, don't worry about Lena. Lena will probably
And
be
Sin
departing.
is looking around excitedly, like Lena keeps having to adjust how they're holding things, like the weight keeps shifting.
Yeah, we'd definitely like to take both those rooms and a few beds in the loft. If that's all good with everybody else. I think we definitely need Sin needs.
The loft beds are 2 copper apiece. Just take a bunk that's available. There's a little bit of a foot locker. Bring your own lock.
Of course.
Take anything that looks available. And for the rooms, it's and looks through, puts on a pair of glasses. It's a fairly young half-elven person. 4 gold pieces for the 2 of them for the night. We're currently very booked up. I'm sorry. It's the prices are a bit higher right now.
No, that is okay. I'll happily pay that. Yeah. Hands over the 4 gold for the
Rich man, Rudy.
for the 2
Right?
rooms.
I was about to get it out, man. Okay, fine.
And then so it's like, and then that's Sin will take 1, and then be 2 more.
Kind of you to
Need
cover
2
us, really.
beds, 2
Very
lock
kind.
beds, right?
Oh, think nothing of it, Gerald. You gotta make sure Sin gets a good night's rest. And then, so what we need, was it 2 copper for the lofts, or
so.
was it, sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Per
okay, so
per
per-
person.
per person, yeah. So we'll just need 2 lofts then.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, Rudy hands over the 4 copper as well.
Thank you. Would you like any food? Any drinks?
I think we'll just get settled for the moment, and we'll be back shortly.
Fair. Yes. Just talk to Gerald over here, and just gestures towards this halfling that's currently stepping in on just
There you go. Yeah,
pouring pouring drinks.
Gerald will just.
What?
Rudy turns to our Gerald and goes, "Gerald, we're just talking about just the other night. There
What?
you go, multiple Geralds."
Your name's Gerald? My name's Gerald. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yes, my name's Gerald
would
as
you-
well.
Just a moment. It just pours a bunch of drinks, shoves them over. You see someone takes them and starts walking away. Yeah, well, how do you spell your name? My name is spelled Gerald, as in regular Gerald. You spell the Gerald. And Bundle Fetch is my name. And wow, that's really amazing. Where do you hail from? You see, I'm technically, honestly, I usually say I'm from, Seoul. 'Cause
Rudy
it
is
sounds
led
fancy.
later
Well,
away.
I'm really
and
from the
left
Halfling Guild.
That was just left him there.
He's like sees Rudy and now he's like, I'm trying to rescue him from the situation.
Wow, you're a
Totally
wizard.
oblivious.
Gerald the Wizard, that's amazing.
Indeed, that's correct. Gerald the Wizard at your service.
Can you do any magic?
Yes.
I know a little bit of magic. Takes a coin, flips it, catches it, and then just holds the hand. It's empty. Oh. Yeah.
Ah, that's very
Yeah.
impressive.
Reaches up, has to lean up on the bar and just reaches behind your ear and pulls out the coin.
Ah.
Oh my
How did you
God.
do that?
How did I? And then just. A wizard never reveals his tricks. It's gone again.
Very good.
Wow.
I wasn't aware I had money behind my ears, but now I guess I'll be checking from now on.
Maybe, yeah. It's probably because you haven't washed properly.
Well, that's, excuse me. I wash.
But
Look,
you have a mighty fine beard.
Cast
Yeah, I've been trying to grow a
prestidigitation
beard, but I
and
haven't
just-
been able to. You can see these like very slight mutton chops. Like, yeah, no, I've been trying to get a beard. Maybe I should get a beard like you. We could be more like Gerald.
well, I mean, a name's plenty, and obviously you know a little magic, right? I'm sure that's more than enough. You've got to be your own person, as they say.
Who
I
said
think-
that?
Great
Do
question.
you know anyone? Great
it
question.
was-
Yeah, I know a great question.
Oh Lord.
Would you like anything to drink?
Pardon?
Anything to drink?
Oh, just water for me, thank you.
Oh, okay, that's wonderful. You go out the door, you walk up, and there's a river.
Ah, very good. Immediately turns around and walks out the door. Thank you, Gerald.
Lovely to meet you, Gerald.
You too, Gerald.
Meanwhile, we've got.
Bye, Gerald.
Goodbye, Gerald.
Well, we lost Gerald.
So much
Shall we
secondhand
just take from you,
discomfort there.
Gerald, and just leave tomorrow? I okay.
Yeah, and you walk back, you get keys, you get instructions to what room numbers to go to, and they're not adjacent. It's like one is in the far left area and one is in the like middle-ish. The smaller room is pretty much just a cupboard with a bed. And the one with the two beds has like a proper little nightstand in the middle of two beds. There's like a clothes hanger on the back of the door. And there's a little bit of a wash basin, like very very small.
Oh, nice.
Well, Sin, which room would you prefer? Would you prefer to bunk with someone in the same room, or?
Well, it's preferable if I have someone who can help me.
Oh, yes, of course. Who would you like to help you for tonight? And we can always switch it up and anything you like, anything that makes you more comfortable.
And she like hesitates. She doesn't really say anything. She goes, but she keeps looking at Nana.
Okay. I'll take the room and we'll, yeah.
You know what? I reckon Nana would be a great pick, Sin, because middle of the night, you're feeling a little peckish, you can just roll on over, tap on Nana. Nana would absolutely love to whip up a midnight snack.
Oh, this is very true. This is a hobby of mine. All right. Then Nana and Sin will probably get settled in that room.
Can I
for
just
now.
say that
Yeah.
probably around this time, you both hear... no, wait, actually, I've still only got Rudy in my book out of you two, don't I? You hear Rudy, you hear in your head... hello, Rudy. This is your wizard, Gerald. I'm trapped outside at the moment. Is there a window into the rooms that we have that I
Oh my
might
god, you left the...
enter through?
It's just gonna fly in. This is terrible.
Is there a window in the rooms that we
Joe,
have?
why would you leave? Just walk
The
back
big two, the smaller room would have a window, yes, to the side, but it's like really small, like the small square kind.
Please respond, Gerald.
Is it
Just say yes.
Gerald
Just
size?
say yes.
Is it
Just
Gerald
say yes.
sized?
He could probably squeeze. He's gangly enough.
Okay.
Sir.
In that case, Rudy would go, you know what? I think I might need to perform a little bit of magic myself. And Rudy goes into the double room and opens the window and sort of like waves outside it. Ta-da!
Jumps on the
Gerald.
broom and
As you're looking in your book and you see the message appear, it instead of disappearing, the red ink starts moving around
oh,
and starts forming a shape.
oh,
And it takes a while, but it looks like it's forming a map.
oh.
There's a little bit of like it's almost a dot, like someone is continuously dripping like a drop of ink that's just
Oh my god.
like it just appears.
Google Maps.
And then
Google Maps.
like another part of the map you can see the same symbol that you have on the front of the book. The pike, the two pikes over flame appears over what looks to be a large building.
Yeah.
Oh. God,
How
that large building could be.
Yeah.
With your intelligence, you would realize this like dripping sort of dot.
Do I
seems to be your location?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, do I recognize the maybe a coastal shape to this map?
Oh yeah, it's very obviously like a localized where you are in town.
Okay, can I get a sense of scale based on this map? Like, does it have a little 100 kilometers this size? You know, like.
Well, it's not. It's very small. It's like this half of town.
Okay.
Of the city.
So it's actually like super close, is what you're saying.
It looks like it's maybe like a few blocks away, a few minutes walk.
Snap the book closed.
So wait.
And I holster it.
Cool. Nothing bad can happen from this.
Is Rudy still waving outside the window while this is going on?
Probably.
Yeah, you just see like
Rudy,
Gerald
what
looking
are
at
you
his
doing?
book for a little bit longer
You're
than it would
going
take
to
to read the
let all the
message,
bugs in.
and then snaps the book closed. And
Hold on, Nana. I'm doing a magic trick. I'm summoning Gerald with all the power of my mind.
Gerald should be coming up the hallway any minute now.
No,
How
no,
would you
next
I-
minute, you see Gerald just like
Gerald is like squeezing through the window.
it's just like Gerald like rises up in front of the
What
window.
are you doing? Why you could just
how do I-
like every other person?
How do I get off this into the he's like gonna try and like awkwardly try and dismount the broom like head first and kind of just like pour himself through the window.
Gerald, you're not a liquid.
Very unceremoniously sort of like semi somersaults and dumps himself on the floor on his back, ultimately holding the broom.
Yeah,
Hello?
and it's small enough to where after Rudy has waved Gerald in, as Gerald is trying to get in, Rudy has to back out of the room to make enough space for Gerald to actually get in.
And his kind of backpack gets stuck on the way through as well. He's kind of got to like half wriggle out of the backpack as well, fall into the room and sort of pull it after him.
And then I'm like pulling on one arm to try and get him through. Like, this is ridiculous. Stop it.
We got a whole Winnie the Pooh situation.
Yeah.
While the Winnie the Pooh is happening, Arthur, you've walked past what looks to be a guardhouse. There's a bunch of people that look to be in some semblance of armor, and among them you can see someone who looks to be throwing out orders. It's a woman in full armor. She's got a big shield on her back, hammer at her hip. She's got a side cut and like dirty blonde hair down on the other side. Looks like a figure of authority. And then just a bit further down.
Hang on, I'll trip looking at her.
Okay. Yeah, you trip and like a few people throw glances, including her, and looks at you, and then like her attention is taken away by the conversation again. You keep going for a little bit. A few houses down, you find this building. It's not massive, but it's a bit bigger than a regular house. It's got the red door you were described, and you can see through the few windows that exists, like thick curtains, and there's like a little bit of a flower garden outside the door. And as you're walking up, the door opens, and you get this like thick but lovely, like very alluring scent, but it's heavy. And someone walks out. You see a halfling like walks by, looks like catches eye with you, and then just looks away and starts walking away.
Okay, let's go inside.
You go inside, and it's the lights are very dim. There's it looks like a corridor, and there's a few doors that's very ornate. There's flowers here and there, and you see a woman standing like near the door behind what looks to be a little bit of a table of some sort. How may I help you?
Hello, I'm Arthur.
Please keep your voice down.
Sorry.
Just a little bit. We don't want to disturb the guests.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm actually here buying presents for my friends because because they've been putting up my ass at sea for so long.
Oh, I see. We don't do call-outs.
That is not what I was. Oh wow. Arthur's got flushed by that. Look, I'm looking for a rose, 2 roses, lavender oil, and then, and look, what is a good gift for a wizard?
Wait, what? Wait, sir?
Yeah.
What exactly are you looking for?
A place
Rose
that-
lavender oil?
No, roses, and then some lavender oil.
Roses?
I can give my friends a couple of roses, and then, hang on, where the hell am I?
Sir, you're in a house of pleasure?
Oh,
We knew it.
Called it.
okay. Arthur is very flushed. He's sweating a bit.
Yeah, and looking around now, you can see there's like a bit of statues, some paintings, some very like lightly dressed individuals.
Arthur goes, just give me a sec. Arthur goes back outside, looks outside the door, and just...
Yeah, and you can see the sign with the naiad embracing a man is very clearly naked.
Nice one, Arthur.
Alright, Arthur goes back in.
So how may I help you, sir?
Alright. Look, I do have to get a few things for my friends.
Okay.
But there's a good chance I could be back. Unless you can provide these items for me, though. I've heard lavender oil is really hard to get. Would you have any at all that you would be willing to sell?
We do not have lavender oil per se, but I do have perfumes that the
Please
Yes,
be an
yes.
workers use.
Well, look,
Roses. I mean, sir,
I have a
if
friend who loves lavender oil. So I would like to
I
give him a
could
nice
ask
smelling
around.
flower. No.
It's-
What's this nice smelling perfume
I
you've
love
got?
everything about this.
And I'll just buy that bottle off whoever.
Okay, sir, I understand that you're looking for specific things, and yes, I can see how someone might point you in this direction. We do not have a florist in town. We do not have a perfumer. You know what? Give me till morning, and I will see what I can do.
Okay, bet. The next thing is how much for the night?
Oh my god! I am leaving!
Do you... And now she looks, she relaxes for a bit and, well, any preferences?
Well, you can tell
He looks
I'm an
close.
elf.
Yes, but what are your preferences?
Let's just say male, female, elf, orc. Doesn't matter to me.
Does
I just like the look of some people, any people. So, do you have anyone that I can maybe meet first?
well, you know what? If you want to pay for the entire night, it is up to you how you spend it.
Sure. How much is that going to cost before I accept this?
A whole night, 25 gold.
Done.
Bro, we bought you a bed for 2
There.
copper. This is not a bargain.
Fair. And then she turns around, opens a little locker, and you can see there's like keys, and they all have like big plaques with icons on them rather than numbers. And she just looks for a moment. I think this one.
I just imagine all the
Sorry about
tracks
that. This one, and just takes one down and just puts it on the counter. Waits for you to place the money,
Arthur has placed the money.
and she takes the money and says, "Well, You have the Halo room. I bid you a good night. And you can see, like, on the plaque is what looks to be, like, someone with a very pristine face. Just, like, a little... Like, someone has carved a face in the wood, and there's, like, a halo. Like, someone who's looking down quite innocently, and there's, like, a halo glowing on the plaque.
Oh, she thinks you're an innocent little orb.
No, it's because Orb's about to be calling out for God.
Oh my god.
Arthur takes it. He's nervous because he's never been in a place like this. And he sort of this way.
Yes, just look for the door with the similar engraving.
Okay. Arthur's gonna make sure he's not touching anything except the door that he goes in.
Yeah, and as you're walking down, a door opens and almost slams you, and then someone goes, "Oh, sorry," and closes, and you can see like a woman is like pulling her, like straps up, and just like putting like a little bit of a like shirt on, and just enjoy, and she just like starts walking away, like out the building, and yeah.
Yep, Arthur's flustered as heck now.
I just can't believe I spent 2 copper on him and he's done.
Yeah, and you see that door, the door she came out of, it has a similar icon of like an innocent looking down face, but instead of a halo, the face has 2 horns.
Oh.
And you start looking, and there's like various doors. One has someone with it looks like they have like a flower crown. They all seem to have that innocent looking down face iconography. One has a flower crown, one has where it looks like they have no hair at all, and it's just like has tusks. There looks to be like semblance of who might be inside, or a theme or something.
As he walks past the tusks, he just reminds of Madame Tusks and he smiles a bit.
You know, I had to explain to chat who Madame Tusk was and what happened at this session, so glad I've done that now.
Arthur finds the room now, I guess.
You find a room, you step inside, and you see what looks to be a young individual, young-ish, like very pristine skin. Like we're not talking child. It's just like someone in their early 20s.
Okay.
Like dog, no. And you can as they look up towards you, they got this short bob of hair. The hair is shimmering ever so slightly in the faint light from lit candles all around. The room seems to have a theme of white and golds, and you see the eyes almost glow with like a pearlescent light as they look towards you, and they stand up wearing just this very sheer gown.
Yeah, so the last thing Arthur's gonna subconsciously think for the night is, God, I need to bring Gerald here. And then just go
And then the screen fades to black.
Yes.
As the screen fades to black, we will go on a break. We'll go on a quick little
This
break.
man had a beautiful chain, whatever the fuck, lady, and you go to a.
I don't know. I feel like Arthur put on the ever so slight moves and they weren't reciprocated.
It was very.
Footsie. It was serious.
It was footsie, but
Footsie,
like I don't think it was going
footsies
to
aren't
be
serious. Footsies aren't serious. Like
Footsie's very serious.
Footsies aren't serious.
Well, I could go back to high school and I can tell you that it's not serious.
Footsie's extremely chat. Footsie is serious, and if you're playing footsie with someone, obviously it's serious.
Yeah, if you play.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Footsie is serious.
Footsie, you better take footsie seriously.
Like,
Men are clueless.
All
Get
I'm
out of my way.
saying is
when you did that.
Matthew and I never played footsies at university. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Neither did Mrs. Orb and I. Like,
You're missing out.
the only
Do it
time
now.
You're missing out. You're missing out.
Missing out.
We don't
the only
play
time we play
footsies
footsies
now
is in bed, and not
You're-
in that
you're
way.
missing out.
She's in bed. Do you have any idea how hot my feet get
You
in
fucked
general?
up.
Well, see, because Mrs. Orb is
Chad
a
knows
twin.
how hot for your feet get.
These men don't know.
Wait,
Well,
sorry,
I gotta
how
go
does
pee.
that-
I will be
I
back.
also have to, and the kitty.
I gotta
is
fill up
wait,
my water
wait.
bottle.
I will
Refresh
be right
drinks.
back.
Yeah, refresh drinks.
And then we will continue
Go to the
bringing
bathroom.
Arthur.
This is a good idea. All right,
I'm
BRB,
gonna
guys.
explain my story first.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
I'm gonna
well,
let you
I'm
explain the story while I run to the
leaving.
bathroom.
I'm leaving.
But essentially, Mrs. Orb is a twin. So when they were little, they used to share the bed, and the only thing they would touch would be toes. So she's had that habit
I don't
the
wanna hear
whole
this story.
time. When we moved in together and all that, subconsciously in her mind, her foot just searches for mine. And it's
Yeah,
just
sure.
been our thing ever since. We just,
Obviously,
Okay, my
when we
chat.
sleep,
I'm gonna
we
be
might
right
not
back.
cuddle.
I'm gonna leave
I'm a
you with the
cuddly
fan
sleeper.
art from last week,
But when
so
we
you
get
can
too
have a
hot
look
and
at
we
it.
get sick of each other, the only thing that we touch is our toes.
That's really cute, but that's still footsie. Still counts.
That's
Alright.
that's the only times.
Still counts. See, and
And-
it's true love. So,
Well,
well.
but
Okay.
yeah.
Are you
but they-
sticking around, or are you getting something?
I'm sticking around until someone comes back, and I'll go get coffee.
You
I
legend.
mean coffee. Come on.
Coffee. Dude, it's a little late for coffee, but seriously, I can have another one. All right, I will be right
That's
back.
an adorable story. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. But that's
It's because you're an adorable boy.
Yeah, but see, at high school as well, guys. Like, I would be in relationships, not relationship dating sort of thing, and you'd touch toes and play footsies, and that's all it was. It was only footsies. There was never ever anything more about it. But how is the legit? Footsie is harmless and cute. Exactly. When it comes to footsies, there's nothing more to it.
What are
Footsies-
you saying? Why are you lying?
Well, in high school, like when I would try to be with a girl or dating or whatever in high school, and you do the whole footsie things, nothing ever really happens. We weren't
Well, you
even really
can't- you can't do
dating.
just the footsies.
Look. Generally, it was me starting the footsies, and they would footsies back, and that would it doesn't go more on beyond that. I'm a
I will
male.
not dig into. Will not dig into how you flirt, Orb. You must have done something right because you landed a wife and you got kids.
Josie, I'll be real. It is you would not believe how easy it is for a male to stumble into marriage. Honestly, it just sort of happens.
to be honest,
It just happens.
yeah, Mrs. Orb thinks I'm funny, and I'm sitting here going, "What? I think I'm not." And then all of a sudden, I'm married.
Look, Orb, honestly, same thing. Like, I literally...
Wait, shit! I'll be back. I forgot.
Fair enough. Same thing. Like, I've told the story of how Noctu and I met. We literally sat next to each other in a university course on the day that you had to make pairs to work with someone. And because we're both antisocial AF IRL, we literally just went, easiest road out is to turn to the person next to us and go, hey, I'll work with you. And then from that point onwards, we worked with each other a little bit closer, and then a little bit closer, and then a little bit closer, and then all of a sudden we're married 10 years
And then
later.
the ring.
And then there's a ring. So, but
Yeah, it happens a lot.
you stumble into it. You just stumble
Yeah,
into it. There were
exactly.
no footsies. There were never any footsies.
Like I was explaining, the only time I do it is like when you get sick of cuddling when you're sleeping and stuff. Mrs. Orb just sort of searches my foot with her foot and just sleeps. That's our touching thing.
Look, I'm not. You know what? Everyone is different. Everyone has their
Yeah.
own unique ways of expressing affection. You know, yours might be footsies in bed. You know, Noctia's might be telling me she hates my face in the morning. You know, there's different ways. There's
Look,
different
when you want to snuggle a Snorlax beanbag more than you want to cuddle your husband,
Okay,
that is
all
definitely.
right. Can I say that Snorlax beanbag today took over our couch? Neither of us could sit on our couch all day because that beanbag was fucking taking up the whole couch. Just saying. So look, if there's any advice I can give to any other married couples out there is If you think it's a good idea to mention that the gigantic human-sized Snorlax beanbags are on sale at EB Games, don't mention that the giant human-sized Snorlax beanbags are on sale at EB Games.
Did you see the thing that I tagged Nokia in?
I did, yes.
Yes, and I thought she might love that.
I also thought that as well.
All right, you guys are back. I'm gonna get myself a quick drink.
Dear.
Wow.
Sup, chat? I return.
Well,
Fable, thank you for clipping that.
if there's any questions in any chats about the game or anything so far, we can do those real quick. If anyone has any questions.
Return.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
No welcome. I have a question. Have any one of you heard that freaking possum? Or are we sick?
No. Haven't been able to hear
I thought
it.
it was a dog.
No, it's a possum. It's like right outside my window and it's doing this fucking mating call and I'm just like, please.
It's
We already
the
have Arthur.
it's the sound that those big brush-tailed
What is the
possums make.
mating call?
Like,
No, there's a possum outside Pearl's window.
I'm like trying to get a boyfriend and I'm just like, please, dude, we are trying to have a good Christian D&D session here, but...
I actually do have a question in chat, just because I've had a few people pop in halfway through the session tonight, who haven't been here before. Just
welcome,
a quick-
everyone.
Yes, welcome first and foremost. But a super quick recap on the characters and the players, just like really 20 seconds.
I'm Josie Poser, I'm the Dungeon Mistress. I decide everything.
That was
There
like
you
5.
go.
Done. You win.
I'm after all
I thought
of
it was 20 total for every,
Oh, it's like
misunderstood the
fit the entire
now, so-
synopsis in a single tweet kind of situation. Like,
Hi, I'm Kelly. I play Nana Melavora. Her real name is Melavora. Everyone calls her Nana. She used to be old. Now she isn't old because they went to the first fairy world. She makes food, and she's a druid, but she thinks all her magic comes from food. Bye. That's less than
that was
20,
pretty
right?
good. That was pretty short.
Yeah.
I'm Participation Award on Twitch. I'm playing Gerald the Wizard, who's actually a warlock, through no actual design of his own. And apparently the thing that his patron wants him to do, or one of the things, is very close by, and he's incredibly upset about that, and he's afraid of everything ever. The end.
I am Moist Boy, or Wetter Storm, as most people call me. I'm playing Arthur Orblet III, the Wood Elf Ranger with a little touch of rogue. He's currently having sex.
I mean, look, that's honestly
wrong.
all you really need to know about
Quick
Arthur
warning.
Orblet III,
I know
right?
my channel is, but I'm pretty sure everyone's channel is 18 plus. Just
Yes.
double check.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
sure.
mature,
Yes.
mature mark, yes.
Kiddos here. If you're a child, leave.
Perfect. Excellent.
Sure,
I'm
child.
Ozzy Dev Pro. Arthur will be with child soon. I'm Ozzy Dev Pro. I'm playing Rudy Magic.
Plot twist, Arthur is pregnant.
Are you pregnant, Cannon?
Yeah,
Lord Span, are you listening? I'm
surprise.
taking notes.
It's
I
male
need more
elves
wine
that
if
carry
that's
the
the case.
child.
Like seahorse, and then
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
baby elves everywhere. Anyway, I'm Ozzy Dev Pro. I'm playing Rudy Magic Hands McGee, the party's cleric, human cleric, and currently serves the the deity that may or may not be trying to kill the entire party. However, Rudy wants to see the good in it. Yes, Penguin, Magic Hands McGee, get the laughter out now. Yes, excellent.
Yes, Rudy Magic Hands McGee.
Thanks, Mickey.
Hopefully,
Never let us
that's
pay for a damn thing.
Oh yeah, also remember how we've got that mask for the head that we severed, and the mask is literally the symbol of your god?
yeah.
Yeah, and then he used to like hold it. He was
Remember
like,
when
"Come
I
on,
used it to
just
perform
get
magic, saying it was easier to channel that?
Yeah.
And everyone fucking believes you, like idiot.
Yes,
Like,
may
whoa.
or may not be trying to kill the party.
And then you like just
You
conveniently
decided,
forgot
thank
about
you.
it, and you were like, haha, lol. That's not. I would never associate with that person.
To be honest.
Oh, that person. Oh, no.
Ooh,
Totally
and-
off subject. Arthur is a bit upset. Nothing else happened on the boat. He didn't see the signs.
He never went back. Dude. No, oh my God.
He's male. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm male. I don't get
He
footsie
doesn't get the
signs.
signs.
He got the
Josie, this
footsies,
is
but
why
he didn't
women
get the
date each
follow-up
other,
to the
I swear to
footsies.
you.
That's what Arthur's angry
Men are
about.
clueless, date women. I gotta.
And just a quick follow-up question from Ill-Natured Gaming: who is the Dust Goose? Who was grayed out on the campaign? So Dust Goose is played by Denimation. You actually see her name in the dice tray there. Denny, she started the campaign with us. She is currently
I said special anniversary. Hold on.
she's currently working at the same time that we play D&D, but she is still part of the party, just not with us right now.
And we'll be
So
coming
that's why
back.
Yeah,
and at the
she'll be
moment,
coming back.
character-wise,
in game, the character Goose has gone off on a side adventure.
Dust Goose is a barbarian, human barbarian, I'm pretty sure,
Human barbarian.
who channels the power of the mighty dire goose to grow to ridiculous sizes, summon flocks of geese, and literally wield every single weapon imaginable. It's actually quite
Also, we're a walking fur closet.
yeah,
True.
Lots of magical
more fur
pellets.
than man, to be
Yeah.
honest.
If you need like anything mended, that's actually the person to go to.
For real.
Never cold.
No,
Yes,
never cold.
true.
Velestron hammer, exactly. No doubt to return when
there's
needed
Goose.
most.
Oh, wait,
yes,
I can't. Hold
Goose
on.
will drop from the heavens and do a superhero landing. And
Oh, yeah.
No. We've talked about this. There will be a flock of geese darkening the sun, and you will hear honk, 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 honk.
Ride of the goose crease.
Yes,
Excellent, excellent.
that's
Anywho.
how it is. Anywho, back in the game. Morning comes too.
It's not the only thing that comes.
Where the
Morning
heck
comes too.
is Arthur?
Yeah,
I think we-
Arthur
oh,
is
we actually
nowhere to be
lost him.
seen. I don't know who
Arthur would
who
be
ended up
like,
taking the solo room, but Nana, you wake up
Nana
in the
would
same
be
room as Finn.
double. I
Finn
feel
is-
like one of us would have seen
I-
Lena back to the ship, surely. And,
Yes,
you know,
probably.
Gerald would have
No,
probably just
maybe.
gone into the single room, no matter whether there's actually someone in there already or not.
fair.
Yeah. So that means
Rudy had his hand on the doorknob and Gerald just walks in.
And
well, he slid through the window.
Well,
It was
I mean-
poured inside.
you know what? Gerald needs the room more than me. More than you, Rudy. He's a scared man.
Yeah, and up in the loft, Rudy, you spent the night in the loft. There were a few empty beds all around.
Yep.
It's a big open space, just lined with bunk beds. People are sleeping. It wasn't the most comfortable sleep because some people go to bed late, some people wake up. You saw someone was trying to you'll guess it was maybe 3-4 a.m. or something when someone was desperately trying to put on a piece of chainmail, and it was just the worst.
Gotta get to your 6 a.m. duel.
So you've slept like shit.
Yeah, did Rudy would have been he probably almost didn't he would have slept very lightly. He probably wouldn't have put anything in the locker because he doesn't have any locks or anything. He probably would
No,
have
I imagine he would have left something.
the stuff in the room with
yeah,
Nana
in our
and
room,
Sin. So he literally just had the clothes on his back, the gloves on his hand, the glove on his hand, and yeah. So no one could have stolen any of his stuff.
Imagine if he just wakes up and the gloves gone.
Wait, Josie, are you saying
Arthur-
that he had a Rudy awakening?
Nice. Multiple.
Nice.
Multiple.
That was great.
Love that.
And Arthur is awoken to a very soft hand caressing your cheek, and on the table next to the super soft bed, it's just like it's laying on a pile of feathers. It's so soft. The sheets are sheer and thin, but the temperature is just amazing in here. And now standing on the night table next to you, as this person is just slowly waking you with soft touches, is this wonderful charcuterie board
Oh, man.
Oh.
That sounds
and a
great.
pitcher of wine.
Oh,
He
Arthur.
did pay 25 gold.
Arthur.
Yeah.
Arthur's gonna push himself back in the bed a little bit and starts getting into the wine and
Yeah,
starts,
no,
starts
just
enjoying himself. Yep.
Yeah, and you have a lovely breakfast together, a little bit of conversation, and eventually you are very carefully, very gently told that it's time's up. But it's a very kind. It feels very natural
Yeah.
as the conversation progresses.
Our
The
time
food
has
is
come to an
eaten.
end.
Yes, very much. Our time has come to an
I
end.
feel that
I'd hope to
Arthur's
see you again.
very well rested.
Probably
He
or
comes
not.
or not. Yeah. Well, considering
3
Elves
levels
only
of
need 4
exhaustion.
hours of sleep, you know?
Oh wow, yeah, of course he would have. That poor lady that he was with. Oh my god.
Walking out, stepping out the building, getting like a very kind nod from the proprietor. You can't seem to recall whether it was a man, woman, or neither, but you did have a lovely night.
Arthur's happy either way.
Nice.
And then he goes, "Oh shit, the presents." And then he
And
goes,
as you walk back in, the lady at the counter has a little parcel and like puts it up on the counter and says, "A gold piece, perhaps?
"How about 2?"
I wouldn't mind it too."
They're driving his own bargain into the ground.
I drive a hard bargain.
Professional
You know what?
negotiator.
You drive a hard bargain. How about 3?
Okay, 4. But that's our limit.
You're really
Final
twisting my
offer.
leg. If I give you 5, will you just stop? All right.
Arthur opens the parcel.
Yeah, you see what is like a small glass vial of some like very, very small vial, but it looks very well cut. It's got a bit of a hexagonal shape from above. There's a bit of liquid in it. It has a stopper, a very thin stopper. There's a few roses. The stems have been cut short, but they are in there.
Yep.
And there's also what looks to be a very, very, very small wooden box, like very small in there.
Okay. Sweet. Arthur opens the very small wooden box.
Inside you see what looks to be it's something black. It's a thick liquid, and it sparkles ever so faintly.
Oh, that would be the best present for a wizard. You've outdone yourself. You really have.
Thank you. It was the least I could do for good company, for one of my dear children.
Yes, I don't like that word, but see ya. Thank you.
And she looks almost offended as you walk out.
Only Arthur could offend a brothel. Oh my god.
The entire problem.
And now Arthur's trying to recollect where he has to run to find you guys because he's got the presents now. So he's gonna find the way to the hotel.
Yeah, okay. Morning comes to breakfast for the others. If you want breakfast, there's it's a very basic, very rudimentary. It's a lot of quick to cook, big packs. Big packs? What? Batch cooking things. There's porridge. There's what looks to be lukewarm ale is being served. There's breakfast bacon's being cooked. There's eggs, boiled eggs.
Nana would
And
absolutely fill up Sin's plate and then go for him.
Yeah, and Sin asks if you can bring food to the room.
Yeah, absolutely. How much does the breakfast cost? Or
The breakfast runs just a copper. It seems like a lot of people are coming in and having breakfast. Even people who didn't necessarily sleep here are coming in.
Nice.
Eating before work, after work.
Yep.
Really,
I'll pay a copper for a light breakfast.
Rudy pays 2 copper because he feels that he has to step up. Like, if he's like tanking like Goose now, he's gonna eat like he already kept up with Goose eating wise, but now he feels like he has to eat Goose's portion as well. So he might.
Is
like,
Rudy doing that thing? Someone who's trying to get into
He's
like
bulking.
bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Like you're in your
Oh,
brain. In your brain,
jeez.
you're going like, this food has to be good, right?
Yeah.
This,
Yeah,
like,
it
you're,
goes
you're
up.
bullshitting yourself in
goes
your
up
head
like,
what's actually good food.
he's trying to
Yeah.
bulk. He's trying to bulk.
Going to the
He's
chef
trying
and is like, bro, how much protein am I gonna get in this?
And Nana sees his plate and just goes, "You need some greens, Rudy."
Nana, who do you take me for? There's green. And he pulls out a tall glass where it's like been like I don't know, some full of like smoothie, like spinach and kale and
Oh, I cannot handle Rudy
Oh,
Jim
no.
Bro McGee.
Rudy. And then it just
I asked the chef for the good stuff, and this is apparently the good. Apparently, it's gonna keep me going all day.
It's cocaine.
Have a nice. Would you like to eat with us? I don't know if we'll all fit,
Well,
but
actually,
you.
I actually have a question for Sin. If that's, I will come up with you, but I'll probably. This is. I mean, the 3 of us in the room might be a little. Yes. I'll come up for a second.
Yeah.
So when Rudy enters the room, he sort of like attempts to like shimmy past Nana, and as like I'm assuming Sin's like tucking into breakfast or something.
Yeah.
I was like, Sin, as we were leaving the ship, the captain alerted me that there's a certain artificer here in Green Harbor. We might be able to maybe work something out in regards to your leg, and maybe get you a little bit more mobile than you are now. Is that something you'd be interested in looking into today, if possible?
And she shrugs. Sure.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it would certainly make things easier. Like, if you're able to at least get around ever so lightly, you're by yourself. We could. I mean, it'll definitely help if you're gonna be, attempting to make a name for yourself at in the capital with all the wizard school and all that.
When
Gets a bit flushed when you start talking about like, her making a name for herself.
Yeah,
She
that's
grins a
cute.
little bit, looks away.
Because I mean, once you get there and you start to learn all sorts of things, you wouldn't need any prosthetics. You'd be able to zip around like Gerald on a broom or something.
And she looks like she's lost in thought for a moment. I guess we could go.
Doesn't
we
hurt
can
to ask.
always go, and yes, Rudy, you can. I think you wasn't quite paying attention to the directions, but I'm sure we can go and see if there's anything you like there.
If nothing else, it might be I don't know, artificers normally, not just crafty makers. They tend to do a little bit of magic as well, if I recall. I mean, I might be wrong, but we'll see.
She looks like she's trying to hide a little bit of excitement.
Yay!
Anyway, I've got way too much food waiting for me downstairs. Wait. Have either of you seen Arthur yet?
Oh, he didn't
by.
come back. We turned in early. What do you mean, Arthur? Arthur hasn't
never
come
came
back
back.
yet. Oh my God, he probably got assassinated by the ship. Oh my God,
The
Rudy, we
what?
have to go find his body.
Assassinated
I
by
don't
the
know.
what?
Why would
Yeah.
he not have come
As you
back?
step out of the room, you see like Arthur has just stepped inside the inn.
Oh, hang on, before he does though, he's gonna shuffle his hair, untuck his shirt, grab some dirt and rub it on his arms and legs and stuff.
Yeah, you step inside the tavern, and
Hey,
as you all
guys,
exit the room, you see like at the other side of this open area, you see that Arthur has stepped inside.
Oh, don't. Rudy turns back into the room and goes, "Don't worry, Nana. Arthur's just walked in the door. He looks like shit. I'll
Nana is-
figure it out."
No, she's out the door.
Nana.
Right down.
Oh, okay, all right.
Arthur, where have you been? Did you get mugged? Are you alright?
No,
We were so worried about you. We didn't know you
Look,
didn't come.
look, Nana, I had a rough night. It was really, really, like, as you can see, I'm dirty. I went looking for presents for you all. and I pull out a
He
single
smells
rose.
He smells like
so
perfume.
heavily of perfume.
And Nana just sniffs and goes, "Oh, a very rough night. All right,
Arthur pulls out a rose to give to Nana and go, "This is for you."
thank you."
Now, I don't want to go up to the room because I don't know how she's feeling, but the other rose is for our friend.
Oh, you mean Sin? Oh, right.
Yes.
Yes. I can go deliver this for you.
Now I've got
I've
two.
come down the stairs.
I've got some other presents as well. Oh, there's Rudy. Rudy.
Well, the rooms are on the bottom floor. It's the loft that's
Oh, we
upstairs.
imagine they were
Oh,
on the.
I
Okay,
thought they were
yeah.
all upstairs. Oh, my bad.
Never
Alright,
mind, we just
alright.
walk
In that
out.
case, we're still here then.
Rudy, I've got a present for you, and pulls out the
Rudy's
file.
face is like stuffed with bacon. Like he's like,
Nana goes to deliver
Yep.
the rose
This-
and pats
this-
him and
this
goes,
is for
"He
you."
had a very
Also,
rough
Gerald,
night."
who
Rudy.
Gerald, who was sitting opposite Rudy, is just like pushed what remains of his light breakfast away with Rudy just like, I think I'm done.
So this vial is for you. It smells really nice. It's not lavender oil, but I tried my best.
Yeah,
Now,
you would recognize it as like a perfume vial, Rudy.
Rudy mutters to himself. This is a lady's perfume. What do I do with it?
Smells don't have gender, Rudy. You kind of hear it back over Nana's shoulder.
Yes, Mr. Lavender.
I can probably. I don't know.
He's already moved on from Rudy because obviously he didn't see much of a reaction there, so he was like, "Oh well, move on." He hands the box to Gerald and says, "This is for you, Gerald."
Hmm? He takes it with like a suspicious look on his face. Thank you,
Just
Arthur.
look inside it. Look inside it.
He like turns like because I'm assuming it like opens like a little like a hinged on one
it's got,
side,
like,
right? Yeah.
like a
So-
hinged lid.
So like he faces the hinge away from himself and opens it towards Arthur.
Yeah.
It's like trying to like
yeah.
shielding himself
Nothing
at the top
happens.
of the box. Nothing happens. Looks
And it's very
inside.
small. We're talking like almost like a box of matchsticks.
Oh, okay, just a little one. Okay, it sort of looks
Yeah.
inside.
It looks to be ink, like very, very, very expensive ink.
Oh. Oh.
It's just a little bit, but it is expensive ink.
Oh, quite nice. Thank you. That's...
I'm sorry that I wasn't here last night with you guys. I just, like I said, I was out. I was scaring the town all night just to find these items for you.
Oh, well, that's very kind. You needn't have. And besides, Rudy paid for all the rooms, so I mean, that's.
Oh,
I did.
well.
Indeed, I did. That's okay though. That's fine.
But yeah, you know, I just you guys had to put up with me on the boat for so long, and I know how I am. So I feel like this is my token of appreciation for you guys to dealing with me.
Oh well, put this ink to good use.
You know what, Arthur?
Yeah.
That you
Put
don't
the
have to
sink
get
good
us.
use.
You don't have to give us gifts to say you're sorry for putting up with you, Arthur. You're a valued member of this team, and despite how we may quip about you from time to time, you just and Rudy takes his last plate and starts walking towards the loft.
A thank you could have been just nicer to say.
That was a thank you. Now Rudy needs to somehow feed the mimic under his bed some bacon.
Nice.
But without, because surely if someone else sees a mimic, they're just gonna,
Yes.
attack
Stab
it.
it.
Like, is a
Good.
mimic
Give
not
it a
like
taste for flesh.
Yes.
Yeah, give it a taste of bacon.
You're not feeding the twig blade anything but eggs.
You
okay?
you look for it, and as you look under the bed, you don't see a crate. Instead, you see what looks like an exact replica of the little foot lockers that are next to all the other beds.
Oh my fucking god! Why is this thing
You are
literally
such a
so
clever boy.
cute?
You're such a clever boy. And Rudy's like giving it a scratch behind the latch.
Yeah, you see like the lid opens a little bit, and you see two eyes peer out.
You are the cleverest boy. Look, okay, all right. Now show me a little tiny barrel.
Nothing happens.
We're gonna have to figure out this. You know what? Close enough. And Rudy gives it some bacon.
Yeah, it just slobbers it up. Like the tongue shoots out and just like grabs the bacon from your hands.
Okay, now show me a crate.
And it turns back into its normal crate form.
Such a clever boy. And he feeds
But
it.
it's very like fleshy. It's like very like squidges together, and like it's not like it just instantly transforms.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
becomes smaller on the sides, and like the texture changes and
Oh, I
ripples a
love it.
little bit.
Okay, slightly disturbing, but still a very clever boy. I mean, I'm not sure if you are a boy or not, but it sounds better to say it that way. And he gives him the rest of the bacon. He's like, now you just stay here, stay put. Don't until I come and get you.
It just closes the lid, and looks like a crate that's just under the bed.
Excellent.
Oh my
Excellent.
God. Best
Don't
pet.
tell anyone that I'm being nice to you. I've got an image to protect.
Yeah. Eventually, you get settled for the morning, and where do you want to go?
Probably the artificer with
Yeah, let's-
Sin,
if no one
perhaps.
else
I
has
will
any
say,
other plan.
Gerald, every time you've opened the book since last night, like
Mhm.
no matter what page you turn to, it's just the map.
Shit.
Nice. Nice. All right, Nana has pinned the little rose to Sin's cloak, so that Arthur feels, and then I am sure she's put her own in her hair or something. You know, taking after Ash.
Well, if no one else has anywhere else they want to go, I suppose we could just take Sin to the artificer.
Well, I might have a stop nearby.
Oh,
Oh, we can all go. That'd be wonderful. Let's
Yeah.
go on a trip.
Well, maybe. I mean, I can just go by myself if it's just a personal errand. It's no need for.
well, according to Arthur, this place is rough. Like he spent a night in the
Oh, is it?
in the
Yes,
dirt.
yes,
so to
Oh
yes.
speak.
yes, we
Look,
wouldn't want
look,
to leave you alone.
Gerald, I'm happy to come with you to show you the streets of how rough they can be.
I don't want to see how rough they can be, Arthur. I'm quite
Well,
happy for them to be safe. I can
I'll
fly
I'll
anyway. I'll
protect
fly
you.
over
You'll
any trouble.
Oh, I see. Fly
But
boy,
You don't
I-
want to come with us to help.
I
Sin
do.
get-
I would like to quite see this artificer.
Well, then great.
May-
we'll just
maybe-
we'll hit up your stop on the way. Where are we going?
Let's see the artificer first, and I'll think on it.
Oh, all right. then.
Well, all right then.
Yeah. The artificer isn't too far away from here. It's just like a block before you get to the big like museum building, and you do see in that same street next to the museum is a smaller house, and it does have like a little bit like 3 steps up to a door, and there's a little bit of a sign hanging above the door. The door is open. And it says the door. The sign says Cecil's Chisel.
Oh, okay, nice.
All right then.
I love
It
it.
seems like we're dealing with a Cecil.
Oh,
And Rudy knocks on the door.
in we go. Gerald
The
just
door's
opens
open.
it.
Oh, the door's open. Oh, Rudy knocks on the door as we walk in.
It goes.
sort of thing, like,
Yeah.
Very
As you step in, every time someone walks over the threshold, you hear like a little bell go off. Like just a little tingling of a small bell. And then after a while, you see it's very cramped. Like you can all fit here, but there's not a lot of space. And you just have this counter. There's a bit of a latch where someone could walk in and out of said counter. And then there's the wall very close by on the backside of the counter and a door. And you can hear footsteps, like someone walking in stairs. And then the door opens. And you see, like, walking up a set of stairs, you see a man in blue robes with white trims. It's tied very tightly. He looks very thin, this oversized robe. And he's got a hat that's like Gerald's, but without the brim. It's just very, like, a blue cone. And he's got like
Nice.
white frizzy hair, like going like
artificer but with 2 C's in it.
no, and he's got like a beard, but without the mustache part. But it's really long, and he's got a pair of big goggles on. He turns around and says, "Hello, good morning, everyone, everyone." And then looks towards Gerald that just puts the goggles up. Fancy seeing you again.
Okay. Do I recognize this person?
Yeah, this is the weird person that winked at you during the auction.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh,
that
I remember the auction.
Right. I remember the auction. I don't remember the weird person winking at me. But yes, what was their name again?
This is Cecil.
Cecil's Chisel, right? Right.
How can I help you? Welcome.
Ah, well, you dodged a slight thing back at that auction. I think you were right.
Yeah, I did want that scale.
Yes, it turned out to be.
Have you done anything with it?
No. It's still just a scale. It was a dragon scale, but it wasn't hardly what they were purporting it to be.
I didn't think it was. Still though, that size, gotta be a phenomenal creature.
I would think so. It would. Yes, we just haven't come up with a good application for it yet, but I'm sure it'll come in handy.
So many ideas, and then you hear like crashing, you hear something breaking, like ceramics breaking, wood clattering, like from below the stairs, and he just closes the door.
Gerald the Wizard.
Cecil.
Pleasure to meet you. Or remake your acquaintance.
Yes. So how can I help?
Well, we have
Looks around at all of you.
Young friend here who is in need of a new leg.
Could you build us a new
magic,
leg?
but not that kind of magic.
No,
Could you build us a leg?
No, like an
Build
artificial leg, like some.
Like I could carve a leg from wood.
We hear you tell you're an artificer of some.
I tinker, and you hear more crashing from downstairs.
Yes. Well, have you ever? Because we have come across before an arm which perhaps as an artificer you might find interesting, which was an artificial arm, fully articulate. Didn't seem to actually be magical at all. It had some sort of used some sort of power that I was unfamiliar with, but seemed to be quite effective as a replacement limb. And we thought that perhaps you might be able to fashion something similar for our young friend here.
I
Leg-wise,
can't say I'm
not
familiar
arm-wise,
with
obviously.
something like that. I could carve a leg of appropriate size. I could fashion a leg, but I'm not sure I could make it work.
At the very least, would you? I mean, do you think that by attaching, something that, vaguely resembles a leg to Sin here, maybe they might be able to, move around ever so slightly on their own power, or
It would probably be easier. Like I could make you some crutches.
And Nana kind of looks at Sin.
I'm sorry, little one. I'm sorry. It's just. What would you like? And Sin is like right now sitting on Crater, who's pretending to be a normal crate. Well, back in Southport, they were going to make my sled into it would have wheels.
chair with wheels, almost like a wheelchair of some description.
Like some sort of horseless chariot.
Where you push yourself around.
I mean, that's not hard enough. I could just, take a chair, attach some wheels, easy enough.
Maybe put on like a handle or something, just in case someone needs to push.
Sure.
around.
I could also reinforce the wheels. We could make sure they had they work properly. They got some metal lining. There could be.
What about
wheels
like
would be a good idea.
something to stop it when you're on a hill and you don't want to move?
That's smart. That's very smart. You know what? I think I could fashion something up. How much time do you have? It might
How
take a
much
day or
time do you
two.
need? Day or two?
Oh, exactly. Yes, we'll be in town until it's finished.
How much will it cost?
I'm not.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
certain.
matter. Get it done to the best of your abilities, and we'll be able to pay.
One
Question.
platinum?
Probably
Sorry.
around
Arthur.
20 gold, I think.
Question.
That would be fine.
Do you have any I mean, I presume you have some measure of arcane training, given the...
Yeah, a little bit. I took a few classes here and there. I got a somewhere diploma from the college in Abinspire.
Oh, yes, very good. Because I was just having a thought, and I need to bounce this off someone of intellect, such as yourself. What would it require to make it self-locomoting?
Oh.
Some sort of... I'm sure
I see
there's
where
some
you're
sort
going.
of...
I see where you're going. I would need some thinking, but that would probably take a lot of time.
I would
and
be happy to
resources.
help you in this endeavor. Being of
I
a
don't know,
wizarding
it's
nature
just-
myself.
Like I'd love to make something like that, but I cannot promise how long it would take. We could be talking weeks to make the proper plans and like the proper combination of magical effects and enchantments. Getting a hold of any necessary reagents. I'm not sure I have everything accessible.
I have an
And you
idea,
feel something
Gerald.
like a glass shattering downstairs. I definitely don't have anything accessible.
Is everything okay down there?
Yes, it's just a reoccurring problem. You know, I've been tinkering with this idea. I've been trying, you know, I try my best to create things that help people that don't always turn out too great. So yeah, this
Sure.
is version 4 of a self-working guard for the city, you know, but
Oh.
the trick is trying to figure out when to attack things and not, and it seems to always end up breaking everything.
I see.
Gerald, maybe for now we just focus on getting Sin mobile, and maybe when we're in the capital and we have a bit more time up our sleeves and maybe access to. As Cecil
It
says,
could be a fun
There
project
is
for you
there
and
is
Sin.
certainly more resources in the capital, naturally.
Oh, definitely, yes.
But
But again-
you think the idea at least has merit. So that's good enough for now.
Yeah, well, I'd be, you know what? I'd be surprised if no one has done it. It's just I can't say I've seen anything yet.
I wonder if we could put
But
a
you know, I
sail
haven't
on
traveled
it.
the world really.
Anyway, that's Rudy's getting a little impatient now because it's like this is all something that doesn't help us now.
I could make a flying chair, but that would take a year.
Oh, we don't need a flying chair.
Yes, just hovering would be enough. You're right, Rudy.
No, no, what?
It would probably still take a few months to make sure the enchantment sticks permanent.
All right, no,
Maybe we could use some sort of dirigible or
So Arthur's behind Gerald at the moment, and he just comes along and just hands over his mouth and wait, shush.
you just hear this. You just hear this muffled. Arthur, what is that smell? Oh.
Cecil, now that I can get a word in edgewise, just the chair with wheels that we are able to, help Sin along would be absolutely great for now.
You know what? I don't have any commissions working right now. I could get started right away. I'd say probably, you know what? I could probably have it done by evening.
That would be amazing. But don't cut any corners. Don't rush on our behalf. Honestly,
No. I don't never cut any corners. I promise.
absolutely.
All of my creations have guaranteed to work in some way.
And Rudy in his head, he's like, Q crashing in 3,
I was like-
2, 1.
You just hear one box being broken.
Ooh.
I have no doubt of that, Cecil. But again, money is of no object, and as I said, we're happy to hang around for a few days if needed. If you want to make sure it's just up to go even beyond your already regular. Gerald, I've run out of words.
Oh,
No
no, sorry.
more words necessary.
Anything else?
Ah,
Just the wheelie cherry.
just the wheelie cherry. I like that name.
Do
yes.
It's a good name, the wheelie cherry. What do you think, Sin? A wheelie cherry?
And Sin just sits there like, sure. Like that, the kid, like the
it's
awkward
not-
with so, like the parent is trying on clothes on the child.
Yeah, you know what? Let's name it. I think.
That's actually probably right. All right, well, we'll let you get on with it, Cecil. I think we've got a few more errands to run.
Yes, Gerald, we're gonna go do your thing now, aren't we?
Yeah,
Perhaps.
Gerald, where did you want to go?
Let's we'll talk about it outside, personal business. By the way, just before we leave, do you only do commissions, or do you have pre-made stock?
Oh, well, currently I've been doing mostly commissions. Yes, it's a few months ago I lost my spell book. Was it a bit of a kerfuffle? So I've been having to start over.
Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
That is an awful time when that happens.
Really, it's not a great time,
I would highly recommend next time making it a spell book that you literally can't use and lose, rather.
Oh yeah, it was taken from me and burned.
Oh. Burned?
Well,
who would do such a thing?
that was
I mean,
incredibly
if we
rude of
burned
them.
Gerald's spell book, I'm pretty
it
sure he
was-
would actually kill us.
Honestly,
How dare you
it
even
was
suggest
quite a good-looking woman.
Oh.
Yeah.
In what way?
Well, she was attractive, is all I'm saying.
Why?
It was
why did
ruthless.
she
Fair enough. All right.
Oh, because she was finished with it.
Oh?
Cecil, do you want us to?
No. Everything is fine now. Everything is fine now. It's just a few months ago there was some issues here in town, but it all got sorted out. My spellbook was stolen. I was kidnapped ever so slightly.
Kidnapped?
But I was rescued.
Ever so slightly.
This story is getting more and more terrifying.
Yes. It's I could tell you the whole story if you really wanted to.
I would. I kind of
mean,
want to know how
think
to
you
avoid
should,
getting kidnapped
yes.
here in this town. So please.
Okay, so there I was.
Okay, maybe, Cecil, maybe the whole story, but in a way that we can take the information and then maybe leave within the hour.
Nana has already is scooting up near Sin on the crate and is already sharing little roasted seeds and yes, the whole story.
Well, it all started when the Marquis started acting weird. He wouldn't show up as much. He kept his house. He changed all of its guards to these orcish ruffians that he hired from who knows where.
This gentleman, he wouldn't happen to live in, the big old mansion.
Yeah. That one.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and all the servants were weird. They never left the premises ever. And then one day some folks came to town, a rowdy bunch, not unlike you or your group, and they started digging around in the business that were happening over there. And then before I knew it, I was kidnapped in broad daylight, stuffed in a massive sack, and dragged away.
Well, don't worry, we are
not a
not
sack.
we're not in the business of kidnapping people, right, guys?
Oh no, it wasn't the group. They saved me.
Oh, they saved you.
Yes. You see, I was dragged into the mansion and down into a secret basement. And it had been dug out in the wine cellar, in the food cellar. They had dug out this massive cavern where they was doing something, and they stuffed me in the cell, and they took my spell book, and they poked me and prodded me and asked me questions about magic and made me perform some magic stuff. And they had taken they had this thing where it was this massive wall of mirrors, and it was these red eyes, these big red eyes. It was very, very, very traumatizing, I will have you know.
See, I told you the streets are rough, guys.
That all
Yeah,
sounds
But then
awful.
these heroes came
You're not
through. These heroes came through. They rescued me. They found out the Marquis was an imposter, and they found the real Marquis had been turned into a horrible monster, and they slew it, put it out of its misery.
Well,
But the
that's
woman,
good.
the horned woman, stepped into a magical circle and disappeared.
Horned woman.
This is what I feared when I asked the question to that woman. Would you describe her as winged?
Demonic?
Oh,
Perhaps
I can't recall if I saw any wings.
some skeletal nature to them, somewhat
No.
long. Like how would those horns be described? They were like
She did have horns.
vertical, like quite
Yes, very
quite high.
spirally.
Yes.
Would you describe
They
it
were
as having
black,
a-
and her hair was black, and she was
Having
wearing a red dress.
Would you describe her as having a haunting beauty, you might call it?
No.
No,
I
it
think
was a
it's
very,
more
very
than-
alluring beauty.
Slightly demonic looking, infernal perhaps.
Yeah, I'd assume, yeah.
Where completely sidetrack. These heroes that saved you, are they
Yes.
still in town?
No.
Okay, right.
Well, last I heard, they jumped a boat to Southport to investigate because there was things coming, shipments to the Marquis and from the Marquis, and they jumped a ship to go track it down. And I've not heard anything since.
Oh no, those shipments won't be coming anymore. He's gone to therapy.
Oh, okay. That's good, I suppose.
Sorry, what color hair did you say? Was it white or dark?
Black. It was
Interesting.
black as night. The horns were also very dark. Red eyes. Ooh.
How many horns? Like,
It's almost identical to a lady we have run into, but
Yes.
I
Oh.
believe this one had
Siblings, maybe?
white hair.
Cousins?
Cecil, out of curiosity, how long ago was this?
A few months ago.
A few months ago. Okay.
Let me think. 7-ish months ago, maybe?
That. You know what? I think I've lined up a timeline of events in my mind now, and you know what? That was a very interesting and fascinating story. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was
And,
actually, you have no idea how wonderful that story actually was.
There's been no further oddness from the Marquise's place, has there?
No, it's been pretty much abandoned. People don't go there anymore. You know how these kind of stories turn into rumors.
What about the
people
actual
talk about-
Marquise? Did they? What happened to them?
Oh, he was dead. It turned out that the Marquis was actually an imposter, and then the real Marquis had been turned into a monster, and that monster was Slate.
Okay. I see. So there's a giant, spooky, abandoned mansion, is what you're telling us.
Yes,
over there.
that's correct.
I see.
Do the
I
guards
see.
currently prevent people from going inside, or?
Not really. People just don't go there
Was-
anymore.
Why did the new? I'm assuming there's been a new marquee installed.
Yeah, there's been some issues around town. It's been delayed.
Who's running the place at the moment then?
It would be Amanda.
Amanda?
Yes, the guard captain.
All right. Very well. Well, good to know. I will try to be steering clear of any spooky large mansions. Good tip.
Yes.
Yes, and the dead, preferably. Good luck.
And the dead.
Yep. Come on, Gerald. Let's go.
I
feel like we should go investigate this haunted mansion. This sounds like a wonderful
don't
idea.
think we should do anything of the sort.
Oh, I think that sounds like an adventure.
They specifically mentioned the dead, though, Rudy. Haven't we had enough undead things?
Look, I'm happy to go fight some dead stuff.
Gerald, who do you think I am?
I think you're Rudy Magic Hands McGee. You are Rudy Magic Hands McGee, are you not?
I am. Yes.
You're not an imposter, are
then-
you?
No.
So as you're walking out the door, Cecil just turns around and yells out, "Are you sure you need a wheelie, Cherry?"
Yeah.
And you just see now currently slowly walking down the stairs. You see Sin is holding on to Crater as Crater's getting down the stairs.
Yes, we definitely do. Crater can only.
This is a temporary solution, not a permanent
I'm still
one.
not sure why we haven't summoned the horse named Gerald, but
Please
No one
don't
asked
call
me-
anything else,
No,
Gerald.
no one asked me to. But I guess I could.
Couldn't you just have the mimic turn into a chair?
I don't think it knows that one, does it?
I really sort of squats down next
But
to
I'll
him.
get started.
Thank
You
you.
hear more crashing.
Okay. They go. We go when we turn the corner. Rudy crouches down next to Crater and go. Crater, can you turn into a chair with wheels?
And Crater like tries to open the lid, and Sin starts like ah.
Arthur, grab Sid! Quick!
Arthur grabs him.
Yeah, and Crater opens the lid opens up, and the teeth just fold out over the bottom. And you see like 4 eyes open up, and it just looks at you.
Okay, so a chair. Blink twice if you. You know what a chair is, right?
It just stares at you.
Oh, okay.
Look, best case scenario, once we've got this chair of wheels, maybe the mimic could learn to mimic it, but
then we
I would
have a
put
chair with
forth,
wheels.
I personally would never want to sit on a thing that consumes what is sitting on it.
No. Honestly, Gerald, you should have seen Crater today. Like, he actually was turning into what I asked him to. It was amazing. Crater, quick, turn into a crate.
It's already a crate.
He's a crate.
He's a
Rudy.
crate right now, Rudy.
Okay. Crater, you.
And you guys call me thick.
Oh, jeez. Even
I would not
when
have
Arthur's
insulted my
throwing
good
shade.
boy like this.
Look, anyway, let's
Easy solution. Arthur calls forth his phantom steed, and he's gonna name it this time.
How are you naming it?
You know, for the memes, Gerald. For the
we've got
memes.
more than enough Geralds in this
There
world.
were 3 Geralds in this one.
Yeah, there's like a family walking by as all of a sudden a horse appears in the middle of the street, and they're like, "Oh God!" and just start like rushing away.
Is the horse equally spooked and like it's like?
Yeah, the horse as like the mom goes, the horse just goes.
Does it hold a hoof to its face? Is it?
It just like lift one up slightly.
That is definitely a Gerald if I've ever seen one.
It definitely has like a scraggly few pieces of hairs on its chin.
Does it have like weirdly like if you part some of the mane, does it have like a weird like bald patch with like 2 Z's like next to each other?
No, it's no, it doesn't.
Oh, he's so sad by that. Oh, I'll put our friend on the horse.
Does it have a damning contract where it might become 1,000 souls?
It's got a really haunted look in its eyes.
But yeah, Gerald, you said you had an errand to run, and you said it's a personal one though.
Do, yes. It might not be an entirely safe one, though, as much as I would like it to be the opposite. So perhaps we should return Sin to the inn before we begin.
Sure.
Gerald, you think you're so clever sometimes, don't you?
Why?
Never mind.
Oh,
Sin, will you be alright if we return you to the inn? Will you be okay by yourself, or did you want company
I
at all?
can stay with you, Sin, if you like.
Yes, please.
Okay, Sin and I will go. How about you 3 go and check out whatever you need to go? We'll start going back to the.
You sure you wouldn't want Arthur rather with you? Oh, no, yes, never mind. All right, let's carry on then.
Rudy crouches down next to Crater. It's like, now you be a good boy and don't eat anyone. Okay?
And it gives you a quick lick on the face.
Excellent. And Rudy takes a spare bit of bacon that he's had in his pocket and chucks it.
Pocket bacon.
Nana,
It's canon. Every party has to have pocket bacon at some point. It's an actual thing. Pocket bacon.
Nana, before you go then, can I get you to sign your name in my book? And I'll rub Rudy's name out.
I don't love to replace Rudy, but is this a subscription again? All right.
I'm
maybe
hurt,
I sign
Gerald.
again?
Well, you're going to be with right next to me, Rudy.
I know, but now it feels less special.
Nana signs the name.
Didn't you have 3 people you can write in the book?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, who was the third one again?
So I've got the so now it's Nana, our man back in Southport,
Oh yeah.
and also I did actually have the was it Goose? Yeah, I think it was Goose.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. So I will call you if when things inevitably go south.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll be awaiting your call.
Don't go too far.
No, just to the inn.
All right. We won't be more than a few blocks away, so I'll let you know if we need you.
Denny is reminding me it's 2 scribbled out Dust Goose autographs, then his real name.
Yeah.
Is actually what's written in the book.
Yeah. Does Goose's actual name is in there. So I don't know if you catch that at all. No.
Let's go.
Rudy's not paying
You go, you split up a little bit. It takes a while for Nana and Sin to get back to the inn. Looks like Crater is getting tired. Doesn't really have the strength to carry someone around that much, turns out. You have to take some stops every now and then. Well, no, you had the horse. Arthur's horse.
We do have the horse now, yes.
But
Yeah.
it's only got a range of 30 feet, so.
They will take 1 stop if there is a snack stall with little treats.
Yes, there's probably something to find.
Does question. Does Shillelagh make the spoon get longer? Say
Yes,
long
it
enough to act as a crutch?
I mean, it probably could.
Maybe not for...
But Sin is also a halfling.
Oh,
Sin
true.
is a halfling.
That's true.
Sin is like a teenage halfling, shorter than Nana.
She's small.
That's true.
Which
I always
that's
think
pretty hard
she's
to
like
do.
human.
Yeah, she's like
Amazing.
2'5" or something.
Oh, she's tiny. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Although I don't really know how you would put the crutch of the spoon.
You have like the round bit under your arm, I would presume.
Yeah. Oh,
Put a pillow up there.
Yeah.
I suppose it'd be alright. Yeah.
But you eventually get back to the inn, you get settled in the room. The rest of you start moving towards this mansion.
Wait, are we going to the mansion or are we
So
following
is
Gerald's
that
instructions?
where the map is leading?
Yes.
Okay.
You
How
start
long
following the
how
map,
long
and
does
you
it take me to
quickly
put
realize,
2 and 2 together? Yeah.
Oh, it's as soon as you can see, like, you're on the proper street, you can see the mansion, you can easily, like, count the amount of, like, side streets.
So does Rudy
like
or
it's-
Arthur catch Gerald looking in his book for the directions?
Yeah, you would. He'd be like he'd be keeping it open in front of him. And as soon as he figures it out, he's like, "Fuck."
Gerald, are we
Gerald.
going to the mansion? Yes.
It turns
right,
out
what?
we are. Okay, look, I've got to level with you two right now.
Yes. Level.
I did not want to go to the mansion,
Tell me why.
But your book does.
so this map has appeared in my book, and the symbol for where it wants me to go is the same as on the cover of the book, as you just sort of displays to see, right?
This book that is your wizard book.
Yes, that's right. It is my wizard book
That you
that was
use for spells.
given to me. Yes.
Right.
Now, it appears that the patron of this book that was provided to me seems to want me to go to this place marked on the map, which I am now figuring out is actually the spooky abandoned mansion that I swore I never wanted to go to.
Do you know the patron of your book?
I do now, yes.
Gerald, are you?
I'm
Look,
main.
did you want us to come with you?
I-
Are you happy for us to come with you?
I am. I think that I have reached a point where I don't distrust you enough to not let you in on this. I know there was a lot of negatives in that sentence.
I feel like we're about to cross a threshold, Gerald.
Yes, of this mansion, which is the problem. I think we actually.
It's
I
the
think
problem
we.
here. They were kicked out. The monsters were killed. It's gonna be an empty mansion.
There, it is not an empty mansion. If my book is telling me to go to this mansion, it is not empty. And if it is empty, that would be a blessing.
All right.
I think I'm just going to call Nana.
But why are you so nervous? That's
Because
what could be so dangerous in there?
everything could be so dangerous in there, Arthur. There's probably murder waiting for us that we're supposed to not get
Alright.
done in by, so that I can.
Let me
Who knows
refine
what?
this this question.
Yes.
What are you particularly scared of going in there? Is there someone that you
Everything.
think might be in there? Do you think?
Look,
I think there
Arthur,
might be undead in there, Arthur.
I'll
Okay.
never be fine. but
I just want to know what I'm up against. That's
in that case,
want
should
to
we?
get your vibe.
Probably
Should we
more
get
of the
Nana?
same that has been trying to murder us, I presume. But it could be anything. I don't know, and that's more troubling than knowing. And I think I need to get Nana here. I don't think we can do this as a split party.
I entirely agree. Nana,
He's already writing in the book as he's saying this. Dear Nana, this is your wizard, Gerald. I know it was
So
but a
cool.
short time since we last spoke. I think it would be a really, really good idea.
And about there, you're out of words
yeah.
for the first message.
Yeah, so the message ends.
And Nana just gets that and goes,
And he starts again.
What?
The
What
next
is
message
what I need?"
immediately starts coming through. Hello again, Nana. This, once more, is your wizard, Gerald. Please come to the mansion as soon as possible.
This man never learned shorthand. Well, with a plea like that, we have just gotten snacks. I would say like roasted pecans or something.
And then another message comes through. Probably dangerous. I hate it here.
I hated her. Yeah, no, okay, well, Nana will, Nana will summon the boy. Where is
The boy,
The boy, there we
mushroom
go.
boy, Ami.
Mushroom boy, Ami. I don't need to roll for it, but I will. Yes, Nana will
Maybe
summon
yeah,
Ami.
you subscribe to Gerald's newsletter.
yes,
Spooky Mansion, what could happen? Yeah, we're not bringing a child there. Nana just says, "Oh, it looks like they might need me. Will you be all right if I bring Ami and you can finish these?" You know, she got pecans for herself and for Sin and for the chest, so now she leaves hers and snacks galore. So gets
So
Twig
do
Light
we-
out
So we've left Sin with
with
Kratos.
an owl,
With an
a
owl.
mimic,
A mimic.
a mushroom, and a twig blight. What could
Yeah.
go wrong?
Sin has
Nothing.
like all the companions.
That's a spin-off on its own.
Yeah. Oh my
That's
god.
like Sin's
Oh my
day
God.
out, really.
Yeah.
Imagine the
A few
adventure.
minutes later, Nana joins you all, and you're standing in front of the gate. This stone walls around the mansions, and metal spikes on top of the walls, and this iron gate that leads. And you can see this. There's a gravel path that leads up to the mansion. There's two smaller buildings outside of it. The lawn hasn't been touched. It's like the grass is free growing. There's weed everywhere, and you can see some windows look like they've been broken and boarded up. And looks as you're looking, like the entrance, there's a large double door, and as you look at the third floor, there's actually the wall and ceiling in the center is all glass.
I don't know about you guys, but this is definitely screaming haunted mansion, and I am all for it.
How can
This is
you
gonna
be
be
for
fantastic.
this? This is awful.
It's just,
Anyway.
it's so generic. It's fantastic. It's like every young lad reads or tells stories or listens to stories about haunted mansions. How could you not be excited, Gerald?
Because it's haunted, and things in there would want to kill me. That seems terrible. I don't know. That's not exciting.
How
That's
about you, Arthur?
terrifying.
Are you excited?
I am more than excited.
Anyway, look,
Wait, more than excited, Gerald.
Nana, let me
Arthur, put that
explain.
away.
So,
Is that an
and I show Nana the map. Nana,
The creepy music.
You know,
Oh, great.
so you know that about my situation.
Uh-huh.
So this appeared in the book, and as you can see, the symbol is matching the front of the book, and it seems to be located here at the mansion. As you can see, this is us, bloop, and this is the mansion, and it looks like I need to do something here, and I do not like it at all. And so up front, this is going to be a terrible time, and I'm hoping to please not let me die in the process of whatever this is.
Oh, yeah, yes, this will be a terrible time. Let's do it.
I don't know why the rest of you are so pessimistic about this. This is a haunted fucking mansion.
Thank you, Nana. That makes me feel better.
It's great.
All right.
You guys, I'm going.
Let's do it.
Rudy
Yes.
pushes open the gate.
Yeah, you push open the gate, and
one home
yeah, it just opens. It's not locked. It's not barred.
All right.
Small victories.
I guess so. I'll leave the book open just to see if anything on this map changes as we approach the manor.
It looks almost like it's zooming in.
All
Like
right.
it will like etch a sketch style. It just like the image sort of like comes from inwards and out, and it gets like smaller, like zooms in ever so slightly.
Is this drawn in like a liquid that might otherwise be described as like blood?
Could be red ink, could be blood.
Red ink,
Who
could be
knows?
blood. Okay, all right.
It's just a
Who knows?
it's just a very red ink. That's fine.
Yeah. You get up to the door. There's thick wooden door. Do you open it?
We definitely knock.
You knock. Nothing happens.
As soon as Nana knocks, Gerald's like,
Arthur
Yeah, nothing
kicks
happens.
in the
Just
door.
quiet.
All
Arthur
right.
kicks in the door.
You go to kick in. You did go to kick in the door, and you just like instant stop and fall backwards.
Shit,
Looks
forgot
like
the key,
it
guys.
probably opens outwards.
Gerald grabs the door handle and sees if it's locked.
It's not.
Oh, I wish it was locked. And he turns the handle and pulls open the door.
And you open the door, and what you see inside is dark foyer. And there's just look inside. It's no like apparent windows really that light in. You see a little bit what looks like small, almost like pedestals with the glass casings, and there's this long carpet. And there's this massive stair at the end.
Mhm.
And as you're looking at the map, it looks like it's trying to lead you, but next to the stairs
Mhm.
is the marking.
Right. So basically it's zoomed to a point where the dot is still not touching the symbol, right?
Yes.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, fine. I guess in we go.
Let's go.
Friends first.
Oh,
Yep, sure.
yes, Gerald, but you have to go. You've got the map. I don't know where I'm going. Rudy
Oh,
takes a step forward over the threshold.
All right. I guess just stay close, please. And he's going to. You can see he's like arms visibly shaking, holding the book.
Arthur's gonna walk in
Gonna-
with his short sword out.
Yeah. So I'm going to start sort of
Oh,
slowly
yeah. Rudy has his
following
weapon out,
the
yeah. I'm around.
following the path that the map is laying out for him, and
Yeah,
like just
you
being
walk
like
up-
super like scared, looking around,
Yeah,
Yeah,
paranoid.
there's 4 doors. As you walk through, it's a corridor, and then it opens up. You're in this large room. You got the glass casings. You got the stairs. There's some doors. One is open, and you can see what looks like it's a dining hall maybe in there. And you walk up next to the stairs, and there's a you light a little flame in your hand, Nana. Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's a door. There's a door in underneath the stairs. Looks like a small door, like very rudimentary.
Arthur opens the door.
You open the door. It's a stone stair that leads down.
Ah, this is probably going to lead down to that, that spooky mirror room. I mean, just as an assumption.
I wish it didn't. Couldn't we
Gerald,
go
why
to
is your book leading directly to this?
I don't know.
Terrible place.
I don't know.
All right.
It
Well,
hates
Why don't
life
you take
or something.
Rudy,
I don't know.
I'll put Gerald in behind you. and
yes, of course.
I'll
Someone
take
has
up the rear. We'll put Nana in the middle as well.
All right. So it says we need to go downstairs, and I maybe look for traps. Are you any good at looking for traps, Arthur? Maybe look for traps.
I am extremely good, but I'm at the back.
Oh,
Rudy's at the front.
I will do my best, Gerald, although I promise nothing.
well, because we
Make a
know
perception check.
we know adventurers have been through here, but I would feel better if we were,
sure.
Eyes open everywhere.
12.
12. You look around. You see a few rats scamper up the stairs when you start going down. Like one or two rats just scamper upward.
Gerald, look out!
Scamper upwards.
Gerald, look, there's rats!
What? Oh, I did. Don't. Rude, please.
You come down into an empty room. It's barely empty. There's like a few pieces of grain. Like there's an empty small crate in the corner. You see a few rats when the lights come. A few rats just dart into a little hole in the wall, and you can see what looks like someone has dug out a path that leads further on. And from the light that you've got going, you can see, those of you who can see in darkness, there are what looks like sconces in the walls of this tunnel. And when you look at the map, Gerald, you can see the room you're in, but then there's blank. And the icon is almost throbbing further in. Like the map doesn't continue further, but it wants you to go further.
Into this hollowed out room. All right.
Yeah, it looks like a cavern, like corridor.
All right. I'm
Think
gonna.
of it.
Yeah. You don't think of it.
Nana will light the sconces as they go with her little. Does that
Yeah,
work?
nice.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
And
I'll
as
wait.
you do, you come to a point where, as you're all walking through, you come to a point where it opens up to the left and to the right, and just ahead of you, you can see what looks like hundreds of small specks of light. And that's where we're gonna end for today.
Dun, dun, dun.
Surely not souls. That would be weird.
It's
Yeah.
in a dungeon. In Dungeons and Dragons.
Just
Oh my god.
Yeah, yikes. But just so we're clear, I can see out to 120 feet in magical and non-magical darkness.
Okay, then you see in this cavern ahead, it opens up wide, and you can see what looks to be hundreds upon hundreds of shards of mirror currently reflecting Nana's, like, flame.
Arthur will put away his short sword and pull out his bow.
Yeah, it's like a giant mosaic of mirror shards
Oh,
on
no.
a cavern wall.
Interesting.
Great.
Arthur's gonna love this.
Cool.
It's actually something I noted. Yeah, I thought about when you were describing the story earlier about the adventurers coming in and clearing it out. It's actually something I very rarely hear in campaigns.
Yeah, same.
Of other adventurers and other things that they do in the world. It actually makes the world seem much more like, oh yeah, there are other adventurers
Okay,
out there
but
doing things.
it's because this is an actual thing that has happened to like another group that I've played
I
with.
was wondering if that was
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
something someone else had done. That's fantastic. I love that.
Oh man.
That's awesome.
Oh
That's
no.
fantastic.
That also terrifies me a little, actually, now.
Yeah.
No,
Because
Tell them they didn't finish the job.
Yeah, I was about to say that. They
Yeah,
did do
yeah,
it.
yeah,
like-
like,
we
was
don't
there
know
something
if
that
there's
they
other group
missed that
terrorists.
now is like?
No, they got away. They saved the dude and
Oh,
got
they
away.
oh.
Yeah.
they
Well,
got
they
away.
they slayed the dude. They didn't save him
No,
Well, they
because
saved
he was a
Cecil.
monster.
they saved Cecil.
Oh,
Yeah,
They saved
But-
Cecil.
they
But
saved
the
Cecil.
thing is,
Yes.
I don't want to run into this another adventure group. 'Cause they might be
No,
way
they're
better.
gone. That
think
long
they're
gone.
long.
They might be better, higher level.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
trying to make fun of them and then
Arthur.
get kicked.
Or they might be able to shoot arrows better than you.
Nah, that's impossible.
That's actually physically impossible.
I mean, their current bow wielding person is actually a werewolf, though. So you know that's.
That's pretty cool.
Nah,
Alright, keep
That's
it by werewolf.
cool.
Let's go.
And it's,
Come
Yeah,
on,
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
a
the bow's
rare
named
elf.
Steve as well. Just
his name's Steve.
yeah. And they also have a polearm named Karen.
Lol.
Nice.
That's how they deal with customers.
That was great. I'm so glad we're finally able to get back to it. This is good.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is good.
So nice to play again. Terrible
Yeah,
to be in a
join-
haunted mansion as
join
Gerald,
us
though.
again next Sunday to see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, heck.
D. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Any quick questions
Dead
from anyone
by
in chat?
dragons.
Super quick before we wrap up.
Yeah, if anyone,
We
if
did make
anyone
a
wants to know
DVD
anything,
thing all night,
let us know.
so-
You know what? Oh, we almost did it too. Thank you.
Oh, look, that's
Thank
the
you.
whole
We
reason
almost
why I did it.
what?
It's true.
We almost didn't make a DBD joke for the
Oh,
entire
goddammit.
session.
Because
and
be
we
honest, I
broke
was waiting for Cuddly.
No.
and then,
I
No.
didn't this time. I honestly.
I was
And
so-
then Josie's generally the next person that says it. And no one else, I had to bite the bullet.
God damn it.
It's true.
But yes, if
You
there's
took
any
one for the
questions
team.
out
Thank
there
you.
regarding the session, the campaign in general, speak now or forever hold your peace until next Sunday.
Power
Thank
is
you.
asking if Sin will get a ring of telekinesis for the wheelie chair. No, but I do have plans for what Sin will do in the future if she makes it to the college, if she lives like if is the imperative word because anything can happen. If she makes it to the college for whatever reason, if she wouldn't, if she does start studying magic, I do have some ideas on how she would like go to the next step herself.
So in other words, she's becoming Professor X from the X-Men.
That's exactly what I want to happen.
Not really.
But
No.
can we sort of say why Rudy was so rude to Arthur about his gift? I got you a gift and you just went like a girl perfume.
You gave him perfume that came from a brothel.
Well,
he doesn't know
that.
that.
Has he even sniffed a perfume?
And to be honest,
He's
and-
been around scents and everything like for ages.
Yeah, but like, did you smell the one that
Oh, you can
Arthur
kind of
gave?
smell perfume through the bottles, can't you?
Not if
I
it's
can.
not if it's a well-constructed bottle.
True. I mean, I can.
It's supposed
If
to.
it's an
like,
unopened one, if it's like,
Oh, see, I was thinking it was like something
but
they
yeah,
just...
it would be a
couple
very
together.
like a very sweet scent. It's like it would be almost smells like sugary, like
Right,
genuinely sweet. Smells like candy.
Well, you never know. You might just catch Rudy, you know, maybe after when he thinks everyone's gone to sleep, opening the bottle and giving it a quick whiff. And all right, you might catch that, but you're gonna have to.
because Arthur put his heart, soul, and body into that.
No, you just put your body into it, okay? You didn't
Hey,
really do.
Not even the whole body, just a
Not even the whole
specific
body.
bit of
Hey,
it.
the heart went up, the elevation.
Blood pressure is not the same thing as heart.
It's relatable.
And Power also asked if Sin will start the X-Men, and no, but who knows if she joins an adventuring party in her own time.
Yeah,
Dun, dun.
might join the Guild of Volunteers.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Also, I can't believe like how like is like how goodbye with the captain. It was just like, all right,
That's
see
it.
ya.
Well, he was in a rush,
Yeah,
and
he
you
was,
yeah.
were in a rush. You
I
left.
got a
You
hug.
left.
Same
I've
with
got a
Lena.
hug
Uh,
and a sad message and half crushed ribs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rudy never healed you for that. Yeah, you're still probably having a bit of pain when you breathe in.
Hmm.
Bruised ribs.
Maybe.
and that.
Dislocated rib. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Gerald's just happy to get away from anywhere there could potentially be danger.
Well,
As
Yeah,
he
we
goes
walked straight into
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
love that.
I mean, there's always more danger around the
Wonderful.
corner, but at least you can be happy that you're getting away from some potential danger.
Actually, it was kind of funny because when Cecil started describing his problem, I was in my head. I was like, oh, quest hook. I was like, we actually caught the quest hook this time. I was like really proud of us. And then when you said like someone else had cleared it, I was like, oh, Oh. And then it was less Rudy's excitement for going to the haunted house and more mine. I'm like, going there now.
Drac has a question.
Hey,
Oh.
I'm
Drac.
waiting for the question.
Hey, Drac / Ash.
When do we get to hear about Benny's descent into murderous madness?
A legitimate
We
question.
might do a one shot that is a dream sequence where you're all you're all like mud mephits fighting Benny.
Oh god.
Please, I would love nothing more.
The Ash has to come back for that one.
Rudy will do nothing but stare horrified at his own body for the entire sequence. What sort of waking nightmare is this?
And then we'll have a mirror.
Summon more
Yeah.
mephits. Back
Oh my
up.
god.
Yeah, exactly, Pable. My chance of drowning is significantly smaller now.
Yes, but
Although-
not 0.
But not 0. Yeah.
You'd drown in blood.
Yeah, all it would take is just
Rude.
one well or mistimed explosion, and all that house and earth just comes crumbling down on us.
Look,
Yeah.
do not remind Gerald.
No fireballs, please.
So I'm feeling the need to wrap
Yeah.
up quickly, so I might raid over to one of you all.
Very
I'm
good.
probably gonna raid over to
No.
the Devfro.
Oh,
It's
okay.
gonna raid over to you.
Excellent.
All right, who are we raiding?
I'm raiding out the Devfro.
Yeah. All right, let's go find someone. Oh my God, Cuddly, I just saw your title. Your
What?
Your title is just D and 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 D.
Yeah, we got all the D's, yo.
I'm still here for a little bit. I'm just sending my viewers over to Aussie so I can wrap things up a little quicker on my end. And boop.
Excellent, excellent.
All
Well,
good.
I mean,
Where
in terms
are
of
we
who
going?
I've got, hey, Josie, thank you so much.
Hey,
for
oh my
playing.
god, I think Weddisworth is streaming
What?
D&D. Maybe we should raid over to him.
Well, okay, so
wow.
on my list, I've got Fried Ice, Pabble. Oh fuck.
Wait,
Um,
no, Friday. What?
I got Fried Ice is just going live. Like.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they just did? Well,
Just
that could be
like-
nice then.
Oh, what the?
Like-
Oh, we're about to.
I'm not saying.
It's
I'm
because
sure
we
that
all
they-
bombarded Orb last week.
Yeah.
True, it's
that was an
payback.
opportunity. You shouldn't have left right at that time.
and I'm like Josie. I'm feeling the.
Okay, all good, all good.
The good 90s.
My other choices, we've got Arleno, who's doing Zelda Ocarina of Time. Arleno's
Ooh.
always awesome, another Aussie streamer who is very fun to be around. Puts a lot of effort into his streams. And then I've got Thulmanger, who is doing Dark Souls 3 with the Donkey Kong bongos.
Oh,
That's yes, I want
I
that.
have seen that being done.
I
It's
want to see
ridiculous.
that.
Up to you
Dark
guys.
Souls with Donkey Kong bongos.
He's been going for a while. That's the
Donkey
thing. So he doesn't-
Kongos.
He's not normally streaming at this time, so I'm not sure.
I can't believe, Aussie, that you put 38 in your game title anyway.
Wow.
The opportunity, yes,
Wow.
Pablo, the opportunity. Cameo a little bit more Josie, yes, just a little bit as a treat.
What?
Alright.
More me?
Yeah, more you. Okay,
More
I
me.
mean, Cuddly,
Whoops, is this
Rohan, do
person?
you guys have any options or?
I like the
I
bongos.
do-
Bongos?
Yeah, bongos sound great. I do have one person, but they're not. They
Um,
don't seem like they're live yet. So they're just doing their They're doing Final Fantasy 14. So they're apparently.
oh yeah, I've got I've got
Ooh.
someone actually as well.
Yeah.
All these
One sec.
options.
There we go.
Why would you make me choose? I literally can't choose. What the fuck?
What?